The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Are you familiar with the phrase, suspension of disbelief? I don't know who first coined it, but it means, of course, the willingness to accept an occurrence or a story that is not based in logic or demonstrated fact. Without it, there would be no children's fairy stories, no myths, no fantasies, no legends. Without it, naturally, this story could never have happened, even though you're about to hear that it did. Our mystery drama, The Forgetful Ghost, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars Mandel Kramer. There should be nothing sad about age, as long as the spirit is young and the flesh is strong. But when a wasting disease saps your energy, then, with the physical pain, comes the extended agony of the spirit. The long look back down the bright tunnel of memory grows dimmer, and the shadowed figure looming up out of the darkness ahead becomes a welcome visitor. For the sick, not the well. For them, the agony does not end. Eve Gordon is dying. Tonight, tomorrow night, next week, the appointment is still not made. She lies in her bed beside Sam, her slumbering husband, her eyes closed, half dozing, begging for sleep. Then suddenly, she is wide awake with a startled cry.
Oh!
What? Huh? Eve?
Sam.
What is it?
Oh.
Eve? Eve, are you all right? Wait, I'll get your medicine.
Shh. I don't need that.
What is it?
Listen.
But Eve...
Listen.
I don't hear anything. What should I hear?
How can you hear? You don't listen. Hush.
Nothing. You hear anything?
No. Not now.
Well, what did you think you heard?
There's someone in the house.
Well, if there was, he must have gone.
No, he's still there, I tell you.
How can you know?
I just do. Oh, what's he here for? A robber?
You want I should call the police?
No. Oh, I think he must be gone by now. I don't hear him anymore.
Look, how about you take another pill, honey?
I don't want any more pills.
You got pain?
No. Just, I'm jumpy like. I can't sleep.
How about a nice hot chocolate drink?
Oh, well, it might be nice, but no. I don't want you going downstairs.
Honey, the house is closed up tight. No one could get in.
Just the same, why take chances? He might be armed.
Who?
The man downstairs.
I thought you said he was gone.
Well, I don't hear him anymore.
I'll tell you what, I'll get my hickory walking stick from the hall stand at the bottom of the stairs. That's as good a weapon as an Irish shillelagh. Okay?
Yes, if you promise.
What is it, honey?
Oh, nothing. No, nothing. You get me some chocolate. That'd be nice.
All right. I'll be back as soon as the milk heats.
Sam?
Yes?
Don't forget the walking stick. Just in case.
I won't. So here I am, going down the stairs in my own house. And the last thing that's going to worry me is my wife thought she heard a prowler. What worries me is my wife, Eve. Nearly 40 years together, wonderful years, and we both know it won't be long now before she's taken from me. According to the doctors, she's on borrowed time already. She's only holding on. It's just like Eve. She knows we have an anniversary next week. Oh, Lord, what will I do if I have to face it alone? I'm at the bottom of the stairs now, and suddenly I'm snapped out of all my inner thoughts. My senses are very alert.
I'm aware that it's very quiet. Very quiet. That hour before dawn, I hear little noises. A whisper of wind outside. The house moving in its sleep. The sound of my own footsteps and my breathing. Did I make a noise? Or was it someone else? Could Eve have been right? Was there someone else in the house? I reach for my walking stick, jarring the other canes and umbrellas in the stand. I think I hear that sound again, like the scurrying of a mouse or a rat. Without turning on the light, I head for the kitchen, the stick raised over my head, and there, as I snap on the light, I see him. A strange, little crumpled-up man with a stark white face, a long, thin nose.
No, please. Please don't hit me.
What are you doing here?
I can explain, honest. Just please don't hit me. It wouldn't do any good, you know. It'd go right through me, you see. But it hurts just the same.
What do you mean it would go right through you?
Well, just what I said. There's nothing to me, you see.
Well, you don't look like much, that's a fact.
Well, it never was, come right down to it. Never weighed a pound over 135, even before I passed over.
Passed over?
That's right. Oh, you didn't think I was real, did you? I mean, you take a good look, you can see right through me.
I can. You mean you're a ghost?
I guess that's about the size of it.
Well, what are you doing here, haunting me? I don't even know you. Do I?
No, I don't think so, not to the best of my recollection.
Then what are you doing here?
Well, now, you see, that's a long story. I don't think we should go into that right now.
I haven't time for any hard luck stories. I have enough problems of my own.
Yeah, I know.
I have to make some hot chocolate for my wife. She's sick. You know? How?
I don't know, just somehow I do.
Oh. Well, just let me get the kettle on, and while I'm making the chocolate, we'll see if we can't get you straightened out. Now, you want some aspirin for your headache?
Oh, I don't know if I better. I don't know how it would work, me being a ghost and all.
Now, this is crazy. I mean, it can't be happening. I can't be talking to you.
Why not?
Because you just aren't. I mean, there is no such thing as a ghost.
Well, you don't believe the evidence of your own eyes?
I'm afraid of what my eyes see. The doc must be right. I'm getting hypertension, high blood pressure. I'm seeing things.
You're seeing me.
I can't be seeing you. Ghosts are invisible.
Oh, we are. I mean, I am, except to you.
Then how can I see you?
I don't know. You're different somehow.
I wish I weren't.
Sorry to be a nuisance.
Look, I wish you'd just go away and leave me alone. The water's hot already. I have to make the chocolate now. Take it up to my wife.
Oh, where would I go? It's cold out and it's raining.
Well, don't you have somebody of your own that you can go and haunt?
Well, I have a daughter, Margot.
Fine. Go haunt her.
I can't. She's all the way up in Pawtucket.
Pawtucket?
Rhode Island. It's too far, and I haven't any money.
I'll be glad to lend you some. I'll give it to you if you'll just go away.
No, please don't throw me out.
What's the matter? You don't want to visit your daughter?
I don't think so. I'm not welcome there anyway. And, see, it's so dangerous.
What do you mean dangerous?
Sam, are you all right?
Now we've disturbed my wife. Yes, Eve, I'm fine.
But you've been so long gone, I started to
What
worry.
are you doing out of bed?
I've been laying there going out of my mind, and I thought I heard you talking to someone. But there's no one here.
What do you mean? There's...
Oh, Sam, darling. Oh, what have I done to you with this long illness?
What have you done to me? You haven't done anything, sweetheart.
Oh, yes, I have. Oh, I've got you talking to yourself. You're on the edge of a nervous breakdown.
I'm not any such thing.
All right, now, no, shh, baby. Just come up to bed.
I was just going to bring you the chocolate.
Bring it, and a cup for you. You need it more than I do.
But I haven't been talking to myself, Eve.
What else? Who else is there here?
Well, there's...
Forget it, Mr. Gordon. She can't see me or hear me.
There's what? What, Sam?
Nothing. Nothing, honey. Maybe we should get off to bed. You go first. You get out of here, Pruitt, or whatever your name is.
What, Sam?
I said I'll bring the tray.
Please, can't I stay at least till it stops raining?
Oh, all right. I'll be down as soon as I can. Have some chocolate while you're waiting.
I don't want my chocolate here. I want it upstairs.
I'm bringing it, dear.
You better go.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
No hurry. I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, the chocolate was good. Oh, I'm sleepy now.
That's good, precious. You just lay back. You need your rest.
So do you.
Oh, don't worry about me.
Oh, it's been a long time, Sam. A wonderful time. A beautiful time. It's time for me to go.
No, don't say that.
A burden is all I am. And the strain is too much for you.
Eve, you don't understand. I don't know how to explain it, but there is someone down there who... Oh, all right, my darling. That's right, you sleep. How could I explain it anyway? How can I explain it to myself? There is or there isn't. Maybe Eve is right. I'm just crazy. Look, the thing to do is to get you back to your daughter.
Oh, but I told you, I don't
And
think
I've been doing some thinking. And here's what I figure. Now, tomorrow is Myrtle Day.
It's what?
Myrtle, my wife's sister. She comes one day every week to, spell me with Eve. Makes Eve feel better. I should have a day off. So I'll drive you to Pawtucket.
Oh, I hate to take you out of your way.
Look, it's something to do. Usually I don't know how to fill my time. I just stay away to make Eve feel better, to please her. Now, look, you'll be able to travel by car? I mean, that's no problem?
Oh, I used to get car sick. But maybe now I wouldn't anymore.
Let's hope so. Tomorrow morning, soon as Myrtle gets here, we leave for Pawtucket. Well, if her husband mistreats her like that, why doesn't your daughter just walk out on him?
With 4 children and a 5th on the way? What would she live on?
What's her husband do for a living?
Oh, he's a bartender. When he works.
What do they live on now?
His father left him the house free and clear as long as he lives in it. If he doesn't, it goes to his sister.
That's a rough situation. So how does she get out of it?
No way. Without money.
Couldn't you go and scare the daylights out of him?
Oh, he'd never see me. He doesn't believe in ghosts.
Well, can't you shake him up? I mean, as long as you're invisible. You could push him off the curb or trip him or shove him into an open manhole or something.
Oh, I couldn't do that.
Why not?
I'm not allowed. I can only do what I'm told to.
So what are we driving all the way to Pawtucket for?
Well, I have to do something while I'm waiting to get back. And I kind of want to help my daughter.
You're some kind of a ghost, all right. You're no help to anyone. You're not even a ghost. You're a jinx.
Look out, Sam. A truck. Turn the wheel. Go off the road.
What?
What do you want to be, a ghost yourself? The truck. Do as I say.
Now, what was that? What happened? Has our mild, ineffectual little ghost turned out to be some evil spirit who has lured poor Sam Gordon to a violent death? Or is he just a creature of Sam's disturbed, worried, haunted mind who has led Sam to seek a way out from the long horror of watching the wife he loves die by degrees? We'll know more when I return shortly with Act 2. In the car, along the grass off the highway, a shaken Sam sits in the car he has finally braked to a stop. 100 feet or so behind him, jackknifed across 2 lanes of the road, in a shatter of broken glass and twisted guardrail, in exactly the spot where Sam would have been if he hadn't driven off the road, is a huge trailer truck which has burst into flames.
What happened?
The tractor truck that was coming toward us jumped the center guardrail.
Good Lord, if I'd have been there, it would have wiped me out.
Just wasn't your time.
No, you saved my life. You were the one made me turn the wheel.
Corporal Hampton, State Patrol. You need help, sir?
No, I'm all right, thanks to...
You sure?
Yes, no damage.
You must have had ESP or something. I was after the truck driver for speeding when all of a sudden, just like that, he lost control. Man, you're lucky you followed your hunch.
No, it wasn't a hunch. My friend here was the one who...
What friend? I don't see anyone else in the car. You sure you're all right?
Yes.
We've got another ambulance here. Maybe we'd better run you down to the hospital and check you out.
No need. How's the driver?
Cold turkey. We got him out before the fire, but I think he had a heart attack or something. Well, like once again, you sure lucked out. That rig would have hit you for sure and wiped you out total. Listen, you sure you don't want to see a doc?
No reason.
You didn't get hit on the head or something?
No. Why would you think that?
I thought I heard you talking like to someone when I came up.
Who would I talk to? You can see I'm all alone, can't you?
That's what I mean.
If you heard anything, it was just a prayer of thankfulness.
Well, you can say that again. Okay, mister, if you're all right, I got plenty to do back there.
Pruitt?
I wish you'd call me Peter.
How come you knew that truck was going to jump the guardrail?
Oh, the driver told me.
The what?
The driver. See, he had a heart attack and died just before the accident, so he told me while he was passing over.
Oh. Tell me, you still want to go on and see your daughter?
Well, if you don't mind, I hate to be a trouble, but may we?
How can I refuse anyone who just saved my life? Well, Peter?
What's that?
We're going to just sit here, watch your daughter and the children playing in the backyard?
Oh, what else?
Well, don't you want to go and see them and talk to them?
What's the use? They couldn't see me. They wouldn't even know I was there.
How do you know?
Your wife, she couldn't. The cop, he couldn't. All the people who trample me when I'm in a crowd, they can't. Nobody can.
Except me.
Except you.
How come I can see you?
I don't know, Sam. But what would I do without you?
Thanks.
See, the kid on the swing? That's Susan. She has freckles. She's 6. The twins are Patrick and Michael. They're 4 now, I guess. And Melinda's the 8-year-old. Little mother, look at her. She's a lifesaver for Margot.
And one more on the way. What are they going to call that one?
A boy? I don't know. A girl, I guess it ought to be Deirdre of the Sorrows.
They look like a happy little family to me, playing in the backyard.
Sure they are. When he's not there, he spoils everything for him. There. See, will you look at that?
That's the villain of the piece, huh? Yeah, big son of a gun.
Yeah, and he's as mean as he's big. Oh, look at that. He just smacked one of the twins for nothing.
Can't you do anything to stop it?
I told you, Sam, I'm not allowed.
Well, couldn't you have before?
Why do you think I'm where I am?
You mean he murdered you?
Well, not exactly.
What do you mean?
I tried to break up a fight one day, and he knocked me half across the room. I fell and hit my head. I was out for nearly 5 minutes. And then I thought it was all right. 2 weeks later, I had what they call a stroke. It wasn't. It was a blood clot from the time I fell.
Didn't you go to the police?
I'd passed over before I found out.
With no way to get back at him?
No. It's very frustrating being a ghost.
It can get pretty frustrating just being alive, too, Peter. When I think of all the wonderful things I might have done for my poor wife,
If what?
Nothing. It's only money.
Money? Don't knock it. Can solve a lot of problems.
And cause just as many. I ought to know.
Me too. But how come you?
I have a friend, Mo Beck. Friend. Every morning and evening on the train, commuting, we play a little gin game. Twice a week, Tuesdays and Friday evenings. Little friendly game. You know, when I was having trouble meeting Eve's hospital bills and all, I figured up over the years how much Mo took me for.
Oh, How much?
$1 here, $1 there. Some big games, a $20 bill. Later, 100, maybe up to 5. Altogether, like $10,000. Would you believe it? The worst part of it is, I know he cheats.
Ooh, you still play?
Well, what do you figure from a sucker? I figure sometime I either have to win or catch him at it. Who knows? Maybe tonight could be the night.
$10,000.
It's a lot of money. Except who needs it? What could it buy for me?
Oh, I was just thinking what it could buy for my Margot.
What? That skunk would just take it away from her.
Oh, no. She'd pull up stakes and grab the children and leave.
And he would just follow her.
Not him. Not if he didn't know about the money, first off. And second, he wouldn't dare. He'd lose the only real stake he's got, the house. Oh, dear.
What?
They're going in the house. I hope he hasn't been drinking. Ooh, if I could only do something about him, but I can't think what to save my life.
It's a little late to think of that. But wait a minute. Maybe it isn't too late for your daughter.
Huh?
You just saved my life. Maybe I can do the same for her.
How?
Look, since she took real sick, I haven't been traveling. But my day off today, I still play gin with Mo. I'm still hoping to catch him out.
Oh, even if you did, what?
What do you mean, what?
Well, what good would it do? The money's gone.
No. He's good for it.
You mean that he'd admit that he cheated?
Mo? Never.
Then how could he be good for it?
Oh, you have to know Mo to understand. I mean, when you say gambler, that's just a word. Mo is a gambler. He could cheat to win, kill to win, anything to win. But he loses, he pays up. Pays up, and in cash. The way that man is made. And if he ever paid up to me, that would be a lot of dough, wouldn't it?
Well, so's winning a lottery, but who wins?
The surest way is to cheat.
You know how?
Up until you came along, no. Now, I do. You're sure you understand now?
Well, I guess. I never was much of a card player.
Look, gin is the simplest game in the world. You have to have at least 3 of a kind, like, say, 3 aces or 3 fours, let's say, or else a run of at least 3 in a suit. Now, you have 10 cards in your hands, all right? Any combination of runs and numbers that adds up to 10 cards, that gives you gin.
Oh. But what about if you just have 9 cards and 1 left over?
All right, if it's a low card, you go for a laydown. Understand? I mean, you're betting it's lower than the count he has in his hand.
Oh, just like rummy.
It is rummy. Only if you can get all 10 cards first for a laydown in gin, then you score big.
So that's why it's called gin rummy.
That's right. Now look, you understand what you'll have to do.
Well, sure, he can't see me, so I'll tell you what he's got, what he's looking for. I'll maybe cut the cards an extra time and figure out just how he's cheating you.
That's the idea.
Just hope I can swing it. See, we were never allowed to play cards in my house when I was growing up, so I'm kind of an amateur.
Peter, you're kind of an amateur about everything. You know that? Come on, Peter, cheer up. We're going to get your daughter out of it.
It isn't that, Sam.
What is it now?
I just remembered something.
Now what?
Sam, that you?
Yes, Myrtle. Anything wrong?
No, everything's under control.
Eve, is she all right?
Nothing to worry about. The doctor's with her. I thought you... I heard you talking to someone. Didn't I hear voices down here?
No, I'm all alone.
Oh, now isn't that funny? I could swear I heard...
That's what I was doing.
What?
Swearing. I tripped, coming in the door.
Oh.
But never mind that. What happened to Eve?
Oh, it was one of the bad days, Sam. The pain. I sent for Dr. Maitland.
Well, she's not...
No. Everything's under control. But she was asking for you.
All right, be a good girl. Tell her I'll be right up.
Oh, sure. But what are you going to do?
I thought maybe Maybe she might want some hot chocolate. She likes that.
I'll get that for her. What she needs from you is you.
If it's me you're worried about, Sam, don't. I wouldn't get in anybody's way.
You better not. Just don't go around scaring anyone like last night.
Oh, I won't. I'll make myself invisible. Hey, now, you better get on up to your wife.
One thing first. What was it you thought you remembered?
Huh? Oh, that. Just why I came here. I mean, why I was sent over.
Why?
Well, Sam, I don't like to tell you, under the circumstances.
It wasn't to fetch someone back?
Well, something like that.
Oh, no, not Eve, please. Not my wife. What was it, Eve?
I don't know, Sam. Honest. That's all part of what I don't remember.
The terrible thought has swept over Sam suddenly, that the poor lost spirit he has befriended may be a dread messenger come to take his wife from him. Peter no longer is an object of pity, but has reassumed his own presence, a figure of haunting terror, the terror of the real unknown. I shall return shortly with Act 3. With a haunted and heavy heart, Sam climbs the stairs to his wife's bedroom. But an unexpectedly reassuring report from the doctor and his wife's apparent health have banished any unhappy thoughts from his mind. Temporarily, at any rate. And now he sits by her bed, her hand in his hand, as all true lovers do. With anxious eyes, he traces the face wasted by pain. Her eyes unnaturally bright, but still lit with love, never leave his face, as if memorizing every feature before they dim and fade away.
Don't look so worried, Sam.
I'm not, darling, not now.
Dr. Maitland said I was all right, didn't he?
He said you were stronger than ever.
You know why?
Why?
Because I have to live 10 more days. It's our anniversary, remember?
The 40th.
You don't think I wouldn't be there with you for that?
Of course you will.
You know what it is, Sam? The 40th?
Yes. I've already bought your present.
I'll bet I can guess what it is.
You want me to give it to you now?
Indeed, I do not. Before the anniversary, that's bad luck. I'll wait till the day. And don't you worry, I'll be there.
We'll both be there.
Oh, I'll bet I can guess what my present is. You know, the 40th is rubies.
Yes, I know.
A ruby ring. Oh, I always wanted a ruby ring. I'll bet you can't guess what mine is for you, Sam.
I bet I can't either. But do you want me... Eve? Eve? Oh, thank God, I thought... Oh, you're all right. You're all right still. My present. I wonder if you'll be here to give it to me. I wonder if I'll ever find out. Peter. Psst. Peter.
Here I am, Sam, right here. How's your wife?
She's asleep. The doctor gave her something so she could sleep.
You want me to make myself scarce?
I wish you could just disappear.
I could leave.
No, I need you.
For what? Oh, the game.
I'd forgotten about that.
Well, then what?
Have you remembered? You didn't come for Eve, did you?
I don't know, Sam. I hope not, but I don't know.
You couldn't take her away from me.
If I was told to, I'd have to. Oh, a fine friend I've turned out to be after all you were planning to do for me. I better leave. Oh, maybe there's someone coming after me.
I doubt it. Anyone you know wouldn't stop to ring doorbells. Must be Mo, here for the game.
You going to call it off now?
Nope. If between us we can't do anything else, at least we can be of some use to your daughter. He thinks he's the wolf at my door. He doesn't know he's going to be our little pigeon. Let's go let him in.
Well, what are we playing for, Sam? The usual?
I feel lucky tonight, Mo. You want to raise the ante?
Sure. What'll it be? A tenth, quarter of a cent? What?
How about a center point?
Triples?
Sure.
You really want to take a bath, huh? Okay, you got a deal. Pick up your cards and play.
Okay.
Queen of spades, doubles.
Look, I don't want the lady. Do you?
Oh, I might give her a whirl.
He's got 3 queens, 2 kings, 2 fours, a 9, 10, and a jack, and he dealt off the bottom.
That figures.
What'd you say?
Oh, nothing. Hey, you going to discard?
Sure. How's the 9 of spades grab you?
He wants you to take it so you'll discard the 4.
No, that's not my speed. Let's see the down card. I can use it. I'll give you the 9 of diamonds. That hit you where you live?
Nah, I'm going fishing.
You have a run in hearts using the 4. If you could only fill in with the 7.
He didn't say anything yet. What goes with the cards tonight? They're going to turn on me?
What's your discard?
That lousy 7 spot I drew. Sure hope it isn't any use to you.
Oh, I might just take that. Lucky 7 of hearts. Gin.
Oh, you caught me where I live. For a bundle. Let's see. 3 ladies is all I lay. 2 fours is 8, 2 kings makes 28, 2 tens and a jack is 58, plus gin 25 is 83 in 3 boxes.
Doubled. Spades, right?
Right. 166 in 3 boxes? I'm lucky it only goes on 1 game. What's the matter? You out for blood tonight?
Look, I gotta win sometime, don't I?
Yeah, looks like tonight might be the night.
I'll go with 4.
You're murdering me. What do you got, ESP or something? That's another 62 points, puts you out on all 3 games. A Schneider.
A whitewash? How does it feel for a change, Mo?
The evening's young. You're only into me for a couple of hundred. The luck will change. Your deal.
I don't understand. He's still cheating.
With your help, he's not getting away with it.
What are you, mumbling to yourself?
Just tasting the fruits of victory.
Well, enjoy him while you can, friend. It can't keep up this way.
I'm betting it can.
Want to put your money where your mouth is?
Why not?
Raise the stakes?
Sure, name your poison.
5 cents a point.
You got it.
Fine. Now you don't stand a ghost of a chance.
That's what you think, brother.
Gin? Again?
The name of the game.
Well, I don't see how it's possible. That rounds off another board. You know you're 5,200 odd ahead.
I still haven't caught up to what you're into me for the last 10 years, Mo.
You're not out of the woods yet. But I got to hit the John a moment. Hold everything. I'll be right back.
Pete, you're great. It's working like a charm.
Yeah, it seems to be, but look, I haven't done anything.
What do you mean? You saw he really was cheating, just like I suspected? Now we've been able to cheat him back.
We haven't, Sam. I mean, sure, I could see what he was doing, dealing off the bottom, giving himself sometimes as many as 14 cards on the deal, faking them together so you couldn't see that, laying off 2 or 3 at a time, picking up the same way. But I haven't been able to do anything about it.
What do you mean? I've been winning, haven't I?
Yeah, but not with my help.
What? You mean it's all been sheer luck?
It has to be.
Oh, good Lord. All that money. You know what's the luckiest thing? That I didn't know. I'd have passed out if I'd known.
You better quit while you're ahead.
It's only 5,000.
Only?
Like I said, over the years, I've lost twice as much. I wanted to get it all back for your daughter.
Sam, it's making me too nervous. 5,000 will be more than enough for it. Just let's settle for that.
All right, if you're sure. What's
Watch it. Watch. He's coming back.
Okay, let's get on with it. It's my deal.
Hey, Mo. Mo, isn't that enough for tonight?
With you into me for all that dough, you got to give me a chance to get even.
Mo, I'm really tired.
Okay. I tell you what we'll do. One hand, double or quits. Now, you can't turn me down on that.
Look, Mo.
What are you going to do? Welsh on an old friend? Come on, Sam. What are you going to throw?
I'm not sure. Here.
No, that would give him chin.
That's the best you can do. I go fishing again. How's lucky 7?
Hits me right in the middle. That's gin.
Yeah, makes you 10,000 richer.
I can't take it. The card I just threw. Let me see your
No.
hand. Let me see. Mo, that was your gin card.
Okay.
So we're even.
No, sir.
Mo, listen to me.
Sam, I had a little brush with the Dark Angel the other day. A little heart attack. No, listen to me. It was nothing. I'm okay. But it was enough to make me start doing a little adding up. I play cards, for example, and I like to win. But too much. So I cheat. For 10 years, I've been taking you. Now, I'm a methodical man, and I keep records. Guess how much I've bilked you out of?
About $10,000.
Give or take. It's what I owe you. Tonight I'm paying you back here.
What is it?
Certified cash check. For once, I cheated the right way for the other guy. You got enough sorrow in your life as it is. May this help ease it a little.
No, I don't need money.
I know. But what else do I have to offer?
So, the check is off and mailed to your daughter. Her future is settled.
Gee, Sam, I don't know how to thank you.
Doesn't matter. It was found money for me. I don't need it. Now, what do we do about you?
Oh, I wish I could just disappear.
So do I. You're the only ghost I ever heard about who can't.
Well, I could just walk out the door.
What, and be trampled to death?
Well, the streets are pretty clear this time of night.
Has to be a better way. Look, isn't there any way you could get in touch with your superiors? Find your way back to wherever you came from?
I can't seem to think of one.
What, in this day of communications? It seems to me incredible. Wait a minute.
What?
How about the telephone?
The phone? Who would I call?
You know how it is today. You want to make a complaint stick, you have to go straight to the top man.
Oh, Sam. He wouldn't be in a telephone book.
How do you know? That's what everyone keeps saying. Just because they don't look it up, they luck out. Come on, let's take a chance.
But how would he be listed?
Under G, I guess.
It'd be a pretty expensive long-distance call.
Worth it.
But, I mean, I hate to put you to the expense.
Don't worry about that. We're on nighttime rates. Here it is.
Where?
Here, right between Gockton and Goda. The number is 800.
That's the man himself?
Yes.
Oh, but what would it cost him?
Costs nothing. It's an 800 number. It's toll-free. Why don't you go ahead and dial? You get through?
I don't know. There's no answer yet. I could... Oh. Is this the number I was trying to reach? Oh, yes, sir. I guess it was the number. This is Peter Pruitt. I don't know if you ever... Yes, sir. I know. Even the least of us. Oh, well, you see, sir, I got this crack in the head, and I forgot why we... Oh, yes, sir. I see. I'm sorry I wasn't quite with it, but... Oh. have to? Oh, but then that's all right. Yeah, thank you, sir. I'm real glad.
Well,
Sam, I know everything now.
you came to take my wife away from me.
No, I came to take you away from her.
What? Well, that's crazy. I'm healthy. I'm not ready to die.
Whoever is.
You can't take me away.
I got no choice.
You don't even know how to get back there.
Now I do. And you're going back with me. It's why I was sent.
But I can't leave Eve. You can't do that to us. She's been waiting for our anniversary. She's been fighting, holding on just to be there.
Sam, what can I say? You're already 24 hours late.
But I'm healthy. I'm well.
Sometimes we are taken in the fullness of health. Who's to question God?
I do. I'm not ready to go without Eve.
Sam, isn't it better this way? You'll be waiting to greet her.
To greet her?
When she comes to join you. For your anniversary.
I can count on that?
Sam, I haven't been very effective up to now, but this one thing I can promise you.
Then maybe I guess I haven't any choice. And maybe I.
That's the only difficult part, Sam. Now, we're all going home.
Suspension of belief. To accept this story, of course, that is necessary. None of us really believes in ghosts, or do we? In that moment, when the end of life comes, where are we headed? Where do we go? It'd be nice to think we had a guide, a friendly hand, even a left-handed one like Peter Pruitt, and to believe at the end of it all that we go to a welcome land. I'll be back shortly. I don't know a better way to end tonight's story than with a quote from Shakespeare. Our revels now are ended. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with a sleep. Can we wish more to Sam and Eve and Peter Pruitt, that forgetful ghost who at last remembered the way home? Our cast included Mandel Kramer, Martha Greenhouse, Ian Martin, and Jackson Beck. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. The past is like a funeral gone by. The future comes like an unwelcome guest. the future. The impenetrable, imponderable future. As the song says, who knows what tomorrow will bring? Well, would you like to know? The rest of your life is a book that has not yet been printed. However, would you like an advance copy? A sort of pre-publication preview? The purpose of the next hour is to make you think about it. Our mystery drama, Tomorrow's Murder, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Robert Dryden. Open space. How the suffocated cities cry for green fields, tall trees, and how few are the lush and verdant places. Well, you do have Morrison City Memorial Park, which, quite frankly, is a cemetery. When it was laid out years ago, it was on the outskirts of town. But Morrison City grew up to, around, and past Memorial Park. And it is now surrounded by offices, shops, homes, apartment houses. People go for walks along its broad pathways. They rest on its benches. And why not? Shouldn't it please the dead to play host to the living? Harold K. Starbright usually has a relaxed and leisurely stroll through Memorial Park right after lunch. And as he walks along, a rather well-dressed gentleman speaks to him.
I beg your pardon, sir. May I trouble you for a light?
Oh, I don't think I have one because I stopped smoking. Oh, yes, here. Keep them.
Oh, thank you. You're very kind.
Oh, if I were really kind, I would have refused you. What you're doing, after all, is terrible.
Yes, I know. I'm afraid I don't have enough character to break the habit.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything. After all, I am a perfect stranger.
Well, that's true, but you see, only strangers can be perfect. Our friends we know all too well. You come here often?
Yes, my office is right across the street. Delightful place for a bit of fresh air.
Yes, one of my favorite haunts, too. Or is that a proper word?
I don't believe I've ever seen you before.
Well, I have a hobby. Oh, I don't suppose you could call it a hobby, exactly.
What is it?
Cemetery sculpture.
Oh?
Mm-hmm. It's hardly the type of thing you'd want to collect, or could, for that matter.
Cemetery sculpture? Wow.
Yes. And if you think about it, it's the most prevalent form of sculpture there is.
Yes, I suppose so.
And it's an art form not to be despised. Now, for example, that statue. It's a beautiful little thing. How graceful.
Yeah. Now that you mention it, I've never really noticed it.
And on that monument, notice the relief. How clean and crisp.
You know, you've opened my eyes to an entirely new thing.
Well, not all of it, of course, is noteworthy. But here and there you encounter a gem. Here's what I'm talking about. This tombstone. How exquisitely proportioned. A simple shaft of stone, but what perfect balance of the delicate scroll work along the sides and the top. Almost filigreed lace. You notice?
Yes, I think so.
And the lettering. How precise, how free-flowing. How his name seems to shine forth.
Gerald Arthur Lyons, born April 20th, 1917, died June 4th, 1969.
Yes, and look.
Where?
Just a few feet over this way. An almost identical stone. Well, it's even better. Obviously the work of the same sculptor. See, the same delicate lines, the same beautiful lettering.
That name.
A feeling of great dignity.
The name on the tombstone.
Yes. It reads Harold K. Starbright.
That's my name. That's me.
You? Why,
That's my name. Harold Kenneth Starbright. That's who I am.
Well, obviously, it's a coincidence.
Harold Kenneth Starbright, born July 1st, 1937. That's my birthday.
Well,
died. Look at that date. Look.
Died March 15th, 1978. March 15th, 1978? How's that possible? I don't understand. March 15th, 1978 hasn't happened yet. Is that what's going to happen to me? I'm sure there must be some mistake. My name, my exact date of birth, and the day of my death. March 15th, 1978. Is that the day I'm going to die? Well, I'm sure there must be some explanation. Sir, are you all right? That's my tombstone. My tombstone. Mr. Starbright. Mr. Starbright. Somebody call a cop. Get an ambulance.
Harold?
Yes?
It's me, Gretchen. The doctors here at the hospital think it's wise for you to stay overnight.
Yes?
You fainted in Memorial Park. What was the matter?
I fainted because I was terribly frightened.
What are you saying?
I was walking along in Memorial Park.
On such a lovely day, what could frighten you?
A tombstone.
Oh, whose tombstone?
Mine.
What?
I saw my own tombstone.
But how do you know it was your tombstone?
It had my name on it. Harold Kenneth Starbright.
Oh, there could be more than one Harold Kenneth.
It had the date of my birth and the date of my death.
How could it have the date of your death? You're still alive.
It's the date. Harold Kenneth Starbright died March 15th, 1978.
Harold, you need rest. Now get some sleep.
Get some sleep? In a year, I'll be dead.
Darling, why don't I ring for the nurse?
Ring and tell her I'm leaving.
But you can't do that.
I'm taking you to that cemetery, and I'm going to show you that tombstone.
Harold, you're not well.
I'm perfectly all right. It's just that I'm scared to death.
You'll feel better tomorrow morning.
You don't believe me, do you? You don't believe I saw my own tombstone.
Well, why don't we wait for Fred?
Fred Stoneman's a quack.
Oh, Harold.
I'm getting dressed, and I'm taking you to that cemetery.
But, darling, there is something wrong with you.
That's why you have to see that tombstone. That'll convince you that there's nothing wrong with me.
All right. But let's wait till Fred Stoneman has a last look at you.
I don't want to see him.
Harold, what happened between you and Fred? Why this sudden hostility?
I never liked him.
You never liked... But you went to college together. You were boys together. He's your best friend.
That doesn't mean I like him.
Harold, now I know something's wrong. What happened to turn you against Fred?
Wait a minute. Why are you so worried about Fred all of a sudden?
And why don't you answer my question?
I have more important things to do right now.
Well, the most important thing you have to do right now is rest.
Oh, Fred, I'm so glad you're here.
Harold, what's this the resident's been telling me? You got upset over some tombstone? Why?
Why? Because it's mine.
Well, did you order one? I mean, some folks do, you know.
He's not well, Fred.
Well, what's bothering you, Harold?
What's bothering me? After what I saw today, you can ask me that question. Now, look, I want to get dressed, and I want the two of you to come with me.
Fred, would that be wise?
Harold...
I'm going back to that cemetery. You can come with me or not, as you like.
Now, you say you saw this tombstone, your tombstone.
That's true.
All right, Harold. Why?
What do you mean, why?
Well, what is it doing there?
Well, how do I know?
Who put it there?
What are you asking me these questions for?
Because I want to know why you should believe you're going to be dead within the year.
All I'm telling you is what I saw.
No, you are in the best of health. Now, why should you be dead in a year? What premonitions do you have of your death? Huh?
Look, all I know is what I saw engraved on that tombstone.
Well, somehow you're convinced you'll be dead within the year, and that's why you saw it.
I saw it because I happened to be walking by, and there it was.
No, Harold, it's not there. It's here in your mind.
First I get it from Gretchen, and now I get it from you. Everybody's trying to make some psychological stew out of this.
There is no such gravestone.
But I saw it.
But it doesn't exist in reality.
Reality is waiting for you on a plot of ground in Morrison City Memorial Park. Now, let's settle this once and for all. This is the path we were walking along.
We?
This man and I. He stopped to ask me for a match, and we began to chat.
Now, just a minute, Harold.
What?
He stopped you to ask for a match. Did you give it to him?
What kind of a question is that? Of course I gave it to him.
Well, how could you? You don't carry matches. You haven't for the last 10 years since you stopped smoking.
I'm telling you what happened.
In your dream.
It wasn't a dream. It was real.
Of course.
Don't humor me, Fred. We walked and we talked about the kind of sculpture you can see in a cemetery.
Why should anyone discuss such a gruesome subject?
Well, obviously, Harold is in a morbid mood these days.
Oh, what's morbid? Why is it gruesome? Look at all the time you're going to spend under that stone. Shouldn't it be a work of art?
Very, very well. Now, you encountered this gentleman and you discussed this particular subject. Then what?
Well, we were right here. He called this particular stone to my attention, you see. It reads, Gerald Arthur Lyons, born April 20th, 1917, died June 4th, 1969. I remember...
Well?
Just a few feet over this way, an identical stone, just as beautifully carved.
Where?
Well, right here. Just a few steps to the left.
Well,
Wait a minute. No, I think it was to the right.
Harold?
Just a second now. Wait, let me get my bearings. It was the identical stone.
Well, I don't see any stone around here that looks just like this one.
Well, it was here.
Harold, don't you think that you
The stone was here, with my name on it. It was here, I tell you.
Sure it was, Harold. Sure it was.
Sure it was. Or was it? Well, remember this. He has a witness. The gentleman who pointed it out to him originally. And he has all of us who were present at the scene. We know who we are, but who was the gentleman? The gentleman. I fear I must withhold his identity until Act 2, which I shall bring to you in just a few moments. The reports of my death have been greatly exaggerated, said Mark Twain when he opened a newspaper one morning and read his obituary. Well, what is Harold Kenneth Starbright supposed to say? He has seen not an item in the press, which after all is only printed paper, but his own tombstone, which has been engraved in granite. That is, he is convinced he saw it. On a return trip to the cemetery, he is having a bit of trouble locating that tombstone.
But it was here. It was right here. I was standing here, and it was...
Harold, you've got to go back to the hospital.
But I tell you...
Now, Harold, the thing to do is not to get excited. Just try to gather your wits.
I'm not crazy.
Darling, nobody said you were.
Harold, we'll take you back, and then you can rest and relax.
Everybody talks to me as though I were crazy. I know what I saw. I know it.
All right, just a minute.
Well, hello, Harold.
Fred, Gretchen isn't home.
May I come in? Oh, thought I'd check up on you.
I'm okay, thanks. You want a drink?
Why did you say that? You saw me and you said Gretchen isn't home. It was practically a reflex action.
Well, maybe I did say it.
Why? Obviously, I've come here to see you.
All right. Skip it.
Well, if you don't want to talk about it, we don't have to, but... Come on. Now, what is bothering you, Harold? And what was all that about the tombstone?
All I did is I walked along that cemetery and...
Yes, I heard that story, but it didn't happen.
All right, go ahead. Say I had an hallucination.
All right, now, look, let me tell you what I did. I did what you should have done. The sensible, the practical thing. Now, after all, people just don't get buried in cemeteries. They just don't erect tombstones where and when they please. You have to buy space. Now, it's real estate, just like anything else. Now, you get a deed, a title, whatever.
Now, look, Fred, don't make fun of me. I'm in no mood.
I am serious. Now, I went to the office of the cemetery. I asked the manager, has a plot been bought here for a Mr. Harold K. Starbright? And he said no, and I asked, has a monument been erected here in the memory of Mr. Harold K. Starbright? And he said, how, if Mr. Starbright doesn't have a grave here? And I said, could a monument have been erected without their knowing it? And he said, impossible. Show me the monument. Well, I couldn't. So, shouldn't that be the end of it?
I only know I'm not crazy.
Then maybe it all goes back to my original question.
What question, for crying out loud?
I asked you why you opened the door and said to me, Gretchen isn't home.
I don't know why I said that.
Ah, yes, you do. It means that you think I came here to see Gretchen.
All right. Maybe that is what I think.
Okay. Now, it's out in the open.
You having an affair with my wife, Fred?
No.
Are you in love with her?
Harold, I'm a married man.
That doesn't answer the question. Are you in love with her?
Look, you are my best friend.
You still haven't answered the question.
I know.
Well?
The fact that you can ask such a question means that you can only expect one answer. Yes.
Then, is that your answer?
Maybe.
What does that mean?
I don't know what it means. Look, I'm trying to be honest with you and with myself. It's the first time I've ever been confronted with that question. You know, the both of us have known Gretchen since we were kids. Have I been in love with her, too?
Well, have you?
Something has come over you. I don't know what. But suddenly you see relationships more clearly than ever. Actually, with a kind of a frightening clarity. And then this tombstone thing. I don't know, it's very scary.
I saw that tombstone. It was real. I don't care what anyone says.
Well, if it was real to you, then that's real enough. But why did you see it?
I wish I could tell you.
Well, maybe I can tell you. Things at the office are not too good, are they?
They're very bad.
Are you worried?
It's this new vice president, Jones. He's an administration type. He simply cannot appreciate the problems of the sales force. And we had a very intense session before I left for lunch that day.
Well, could you actually lose your job?
Yes.
Well, I know how you feel about your work in the company. Now, if you were fired, it would be as if the world came to an end.
That'd be a dead pigeon.
You just said it yourself. Kidding a little, but you just used the word dead. And with that in mind, you were walking in the cemetery, and there was your tombstone.
You're probably right.
You have a tense situation with Mr. Vice President Jones, and it's as if your life has come to an end.
You know something, Fred? That's just how he makes me feel.
And every time he does, if you walk in the park, you'll see your tombstone.
Breakfast is ready, darling.
I'm not hungry.
Now, Fred says you have to have a sensible diet.
You and I and Fred were kids together.
That's right.
You sorry you didn't marry Fred?
Oh, Fred never asked me.
Well, that's a reply that raises more questions than it answers. Would you have married Fred?
I married you.
Because he never asked you. Well, suppose he had asked you.
But he didn't.
What would your answer have been?
How do I know what my answer would have been? How do I know what I might have been feeling or thinking or dreaming about at that exact moment?
Is it too much to expect a simple answer?
Are you suspecting Fred and me of having an affair?
Oh, I never said that.
Then what is the purpose of this inquisition?
I only asked you a very simple question.
No, you asked a very complicated question, a loaded question. A question no man should ever ask of his wife and no wife should ever ask of her husband.
Why not?
When you asked if I were sorry I didn't marry Fred, what you really meant was I sorry I married you?
Are you?
Yes. Well, there are times I'm sorry. Just as there are times when you're sorry you married me. Well, isn't it that way with many married people? With all honest married people? Now, why don't you have your breakfast and go to your office?
Yes? Oh, yes. Yes, I did. Yes, I have him come in.
You wanted to see me, Mr. Jones?
Yes, so I did. Have a chair. It's up here. Now, a cigarette?
No, thank you.
No, yes, that's right. You don't smoke. Hey, how's your golf?
Well, I have good days and I have bad days.
It's only all. How's Gresham?
Just fine.
I heard you were a bit under the weather a few days ago.
Oh, it's nothing serious.
Well, I certainly hope so. You'll have to fire 5 men.
What?
Unless you'd rather I did it.
Fire 5 men? Well, I can't cover the territory now.
Well, you know the rule. We pay 5% for sales, and our sales volume is down, so we adjust.
Well, I'll tell you why our sales volume is down. We took the quality out of the product.
What we did was to invest a certain amount of manufacturing money in promotion.
What we did was try to fool the public.
And unfortunately, we failed.
And who pays for it? Not the big wheels whose stupidity is responsible, but 5 little guys.
Well, the world was ever thus.
Don't you understand you're going to need these guys? We'll have to make more calls on dealers just to put out more fires.
Just give me 5 names.
How can I run my department? I'm short-handed now.
I was told to effectuate a savings of $75,000.
But you can't do it. You can't destroy the sales department. This company will go out of business.
Harold, you are becoming a fanatic.
Whatever you want to call me, I built up the best sales force in the industry.
Unfortunately, our volume doesn't support that statement.
If every other department put out the way we do.
All right. Now, you've made your statement. Fanatics usually become bores, and that's where we are now. Shall you give me the list? The names, please.
You want to fire 5 men? I'll give you 1 name, and that's all. You can start with Harold Kenneth Starbright.
Well, thank you, Harold. I was hoping you'd do that.
Sir, I beg your pardon?
No? What?
Are you all right?
Am I all right?
I was walking along the park here with my little boy, and I noticed you standing here, standing very still, and just staring, you know, just staring.
Is, that what I was doing?
Yes, and I couldn't imagine. But, sir, you do look very pale.
I'm all right.
Are you sure?
Yes. You're very kind.
Well, if you're sure you're all right,
just a minute, ma'am. I wonder if you could do something for me.
If I can.
This tombstone right over here.
Yes?
Would you read what's written on it?
Would I read? All right. It reads, Harold K. Starbright, born July 1st, 1937.
Yes?
And, died March 15th, 1978.
You're positive? That's what it says.
Yes, sure. That's what it says.
Doesn't something strike you as a bit strange?
No, I don't think so.
That date, March 15th, 1978.
Well, what about it?
It hasn't happened yet.
Oh.
It won't be March 15th, 1978 for more than a year.
Please, excuse me. Junior, come along now. Now, hurry, and don't stop to dawdle.
That's what Fred told me would happen, and he's right. Every time I have a tense situation with Jones, I'll see my tombstone. And that's what it is. That's all it is. I'm not going to panic. I'm just not going to panic.
Whether he does or not is something you'll find out a little bit later. Now, a loose end. Remember the gentleman Harold encountered at the beginning of our story? The one who called his attention to the tombstone in the first place? At the end of Act 1, I said I would tell you more about him in Act 2. Well, I just didn't get the chance, that's all. But we will definitely hear from him again in Act 3, which I shall bring you in just a few moments. Seeing, they say, is believing. But what is seeing? No two pair of eyes ever see the exact same image. In the first place, we see what we want to see. And in the second, we can only see what we can physically register on our own more or less imperfect eyesight. The situation, as you can appreciate, is thus fraught with possibilities.
How bad was it with Jones?
It was the maximum. The ultimate. I'm out.
I'm sorry.
I had to leave. The place was destroying me. Made me doubt my wife and my best friend. Made me believe my life was finished.
It's not, Harold.
Of course not. I can find a better job tomorrow.
That's the way to talk. Now, I'm sure if you go back to the cemetery now, you won't see the tombstone either.
Well, I might. I'm getting better, but I'm not really recovered from the shock of it yet.
Well, the inhuman pressure is off you now. Now, all you have to do is just live sensibly. And don't let your next job become all-consuming.
Oh, no, I won't. I learned my lesson.
Is the music bothering you, dear?
Huh? Oh, no. Well, why do you ask?
Well, you seem to have such a pained expression on your face. Is something wrong?
I was thinking, Gretchen. I might have been a bit hasty in leaving the job. I've been idle the past 3 months.
Well, it takes time.
It shouldn't take this much time. Damn, that Jones, he ruined me.
Now, Harold.
He made me quit. He got me mad, and he made me
You're
quit.
not supposed to get excited.
I let Jones ease me out of the best company in the industry.
Well, you do just as well elsewhere.
There isn't any elsewhere. And it's Fred's fault.
If you lost your temper with Jones and quit, why is that Fred's fault?
Because Fred steamed me up.
Steamed you up? Fred was trying to calm you down.
Well, it amounts to the same thing. Doctors. Take it easy.
Oh, Harold.
Just didn't understand the nature of competitive business. He can sit back and wisely shake his head. Relax. Does he know the jungle many of us live in?
Oh, Harold, you're exciting yourself, and it's not...
Does Fred relax? He works day and night himself. He's out to make the very last buck
now,
possible.
darling, please. Here, swallow this.
Huh?
And you'll feel better. Here, come on. There, that's it.
I wouldn't mind if I were killed by a tiger. But to get it from Jones... He's nothing but a hyena.
Now, don't work against this pill. Just relax.
I tell you...
You'll feel much better.
Well, I've got to get another job soon.
Oh, it isn't as if we were starving.
I got to be doing something.
Of course.
You know, I feel sleepy. Is that what the pill's supposed to do?
Oh, it's just supposed to ease the tension.
It's doing a great job.
Would you like to take a little nap?
Middle of the day?
Mm-hmm.
I never did that in my life.
Oh, it's a wonderful idea.
What do you do?
Oh, I'll go to a movie. I'll be back in time for dinner.
Sure you don't mind?
Of course not, silly. Now, you just get some rest.
I think I'll just stretch out here on the couch.
Harold.
What?
Harold.
Hello?
Darling, I'll see you in 10 minutes.
All right, I'm coming. The mailman.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Mr. Starbright.
Is Terry off today?
Terry? What do you mean, Terry?
Well, Terry Brzezinski. He's the regular man.
You're a great kidder, Mr. Starbright.
What are you talking about? Who are you?
Well, you know who I am. I'm Joe Cronin. I'm the regular man on this route.
I've never seen you before in my life.
Mr. Starbright. You okay?
You say your name is Joe Cronin?
You sure you're okay?
Look, come inside for a minute.
Well, I gotta do my round.
No, just for a minute. Oh, please, sit down. Now, how long have you been the regular man?
Well, it's gotta be 6 months now.
You've been the regular man for 6 months, you say?
Sure. I've been bringing the mail every day. It's been exactly 6 months today.
I guess I'm dreaming.
You don't look so good, Mr. Starbright.
Wait a minute. Why are you wearing that heavy overcoat?
Well, because I don't want to freeze to death.
Well, how can you freeze to death in the middle of August?
August? Hey, Mr. Starbright, what are you talking about? It's February the 5th. There's 4 feet of snow on the ground.
That's impossible.
Impossible? Take a look out the window.
It's winter. Winter.
What made you talk about Terry all of a sudden? He's been dead for 6 months.
Terry died 6 months ago? But he delivered my mail only yesterday.
Yeah, sure. Sometimes you get up from a nap, you kind of forget where you are. Look, I gotta be moving. I'm late. Oh, I got this letter for you from Kohler's.
I'm not expecting anything from Kohler's.
Well, your name's on it.
It's impossible. From Kohler's?
Well, maybe you did and you forgot.
Now, wait another few seconds, please. Yeah, what's this? It says, "Dear Mr. Starbright, the revolver you ordered is ready." But I never... There's got to be some mistake.
But the letter's addressed to you.
Mr. Harold K. Starbright, 18 Oriole Drive. Yes, but I... Well, it's a mistake.
Yeah. Well, I gotta be getting on.
Well, the date on the letter, February 4th.
Yeah, that's yesterday.
Yeah, but today is August 5th.
I must have wakened you out of a real sound snooze. Yeah, I'm that way myself sometimes.
Yeah, but today is August 5th.
August? With snow on the ground?
I don't care what anyone says. It's August 1976.
Yeah. Well, don't bet any money. You'd lose. It's February 1977.
Well, then I must be dreaming.
Well, like I've been telling you. Oh, see you around.
No, wait. Don't go yet, please.
I'm 45 minutes behind schedule.
Yeah, but
Look, I'm sure you'll be feeling better tomorrow.
Come back. Come back. Is this really February? It can't be. Of course it isn't. Green trees, lush grass. It's the middle of summer. It was a dream. A dream? No, it wasn't a dream. I know it wasn't a dream. Was it like the tombstone? A glimpse of the future? And the gun. Why did I order a gun? Why?
Better have breakfast.
Oh, I'm not hungry, Gretchen. What day is this?
Thursday,
No, I mean the date.
August 6th.
You sure?
That looks like the mailman coming up the walk. You can ask him.
Yesterday afternoon, I dreamed it was next February, and we had a new mailman. Old Terry Brzezinski had died.
It's nonsense. Terry Brzezinski's going to live forever. I'll get it. Oh.
Good morning, Mrs. Starbright.
Yes, that's right.
I'm the new mailman.
Oh, did something happen to Terry?
Yeah. He was killed in an accident last night.
What? Oh, I'm terribly sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Well, I'm the new guy. My name is...
Your name is Joe Cronin.
Oh. Hey, how did you know?
I saw you yesterday.
Me? I wasn't here yesterday.
Oh, this is Mr. Starbright.
Yeah, pleased to meet you.
We've already met. We had a long talk.
We did?
Maybe I ought to say we're going to have a long talk one day 6 months from now.
Oh, yeah. Well, sure. I hope so. Well, I'll see you folks tomorrow.
Why did you talk that way?
Is there any mail for me?
No.
Is there any mail for you?
Oh, just a postcard from Fred. They're in Paris.
Why does he write it to you and not to us?
Because he knows how bored you are with wish you were here postcards. Why did you talk so spooky to that poor old mailman?
Because?
Because?
You wouldn't believe it.
Shh. Don't make a sound, honey. Not a sound.
But you sure we should be doing this? After all, Harold...
Oh, shut the door. Harold. What does Harold know?
Oh, he'll hear us.
Good old Harold's fast asleep. Those pills you give him sure do the trick. How much longer is old Harold going to last, Fred, honey?
Well, not too much longer.
Well, suppose they do an autopsy. Won't they find, you know...
Darling, I'm his doctor. I'll sign the death certificate. Who's going to find anything?
Oh, you think of everything. Come on, give Gretchen a little kiss.
Well, first, give Freddie a little drink.
Oh, I don't know what we have in the house.
I do. Let me give each of you a little shot.
Oh,
Yeah, Harold. Harold, please, no. I didn't mean she made me do... Morning, officer.
Morning, sir. Great day, huh?
Oh, yes. I see there's a new tombstone.
Is there? I don't count them.
Excellently crafted stone. Work of art. Harold K. Starbright. Born July the 1st, 1937. Died March 15th, 1978.
Oh, yes. He's the guy that was involved in those murders.
Murders?
Yes. It was in the papers. He's been in the dumps ever since he lost his job. It must be over a year. So one day he goes out and kills his ex-boss. And then he comes home and shoots his wife and her boyfriend.
It's a tragic thing.
Oh, yes. Never did stand trial, though. He was dying of some kind of disease. Nobody could figure out just what, but it killed him.
Mm-hmm. It's just as well, I suppose.
Oh, you're right about the stone. I never did notice this kind of thing before, but it's a beauty.
Yes. But the one just over here to the left of it, that's even prettier.
Eh? Oh, yes, that's right.
Yeah. Isn't it magnificent?
It sure is. It says, Philip Richard Maltby, born November 23rd, 1940, died... Hey, that's my name. That's my birthday.
Well, it's probably a coincidence.
Died August 30, 1980. Now, how can that be? August 30, 1980. It's almost 2 years from now. That's my tombstone.
Officer, are you all right?
That's my tombstone.
I told you we'd hear from that gentleman again. And perhaps I've been able to perform a most vital service for all of you. Should you ever find yourself in a cemetery for any reason other than the ultimate, and a gentleman offers to show you some excellent examples of sculpture, avoid him at all costs. I shall return shortly.
Once again, the time has come to take stock. What has happened? Either a man has had some fatal hallucinations, or his wife and his friend have plotted to kill him. The stone could have been phony. The mailman could have been in on it. Unfortunately for Fred and Gretchen, the thing backfired. Or else, we could say, somehow a man's eyes were able somehow to penetrate the veil of the future. Our cast included Robert Dryden, E.V. Juster, Court Benson, and Earl Hammond. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. May I be your guide once again for that trip through another world, a world of the weird and the unusual? Consider, what we are pleased to call science is based primarily on our observation of cause and effect. So, we say the rooster crows to herald the approach of dawn. But what does the rooster think? From his point of view, isn't he justified in believing that the sun rises because he commands it? In the final analysis, it all becomes a matter of perspective, doesn't it? Our mystery drama, The Deadliest Favor, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Norman Rose and Marion Seldes. The poet said, "He that dies pays all his debts." And while this may be true, it is neither a practical nor a popular way to discharge one's obligations. And yet, how can we ever hope to pay the vast accumulation of debt that accrues during our lifetime? Oh, this has nothing to do with money. We refer rather to the true obligations when we ask, can anyone live long enough to repay all the favors extended, all the kindnesses shown, all the comforting words spoken by friends and strangers? Rare is that fortunate man or woman whose account is not in arrears.
The Prime Minister described the situation as one of the utmost gravity. And now, let us go to the West Coast, where they are having a fantastic premiere of that super-sensational million-dollar epic, Kiss of Blood. This is a premiere like they had in the good old days. Everybody who is anybody is here.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's a long way from here, Carlotta, baby. A long, long way. I made myself this bed. I'll just have to learn to like it. Live with it.
Hello, darling.
Hi.
Anything exciting in the news?
Man said there's going to be a war, I think.
Well, that's not new.
Hungry?
Mm-hmm.
Steak and salad, okay?
Okay.
Do you have a good work session?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's the problem?
I don't know.
That first draft is due in 2 months, Edmund.
I just can't seem to get it down.
Well, why not?
I can't concentrate.
Up here? 1,000,000 miles from no place.
Maybe that's why.
Well, but you're the one who wanted to get away from the hustle and the bustle and the hurly-burly.
Believe me, I don't miss it. I'm happy to be up here.
Then why can't you write?
Because, well, Carlotta, because I've got a guilty conscience. I feel guilty about you.
Me?
Mm-hmm. See, I don't need people. I don't need parties, the theater, opening nights.
I don't either.
But, Carlotta, you were always so...
I was always... what?
Always in the middle of it, in the middle of a whole world of excitement and glamour.
No, darling. I wasn't in the middle of it. I was on the fringes. I was merely one of 2,470,000 aspiring young actresses. And that's just 1 year's crop.
Yeah, but I have a feeling it must be so dull for you up here.
Dull? I can read, I can paint.
And I get the feeling that I'm dull, too.
Edmund.
No, dear, let me say this. I'm just a writer.
Just a writer. You're the best,
and I'm not even the kind of writer who gets his name in the paper. Well, not the part of the paper anybody bothers to read.
Oh, darling, you mustn't run yourself down.
My book, my latest book, what is it concerned with?
You said you'd explain it to me.
Well, in this book, I explore the pupal and the larval stages in the development of the caddis fly.
Oh.
Exactly. Oh.
Oh, but I'm sure it must be very interesting.
Really? To whom?
Well, to those people who would be interested.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you find it exciting, don't you?
Well, yes, because it is exciting. You see, Carlotta, the caddis fly encloses himself in what he thinks is a golden protective sheath. But in reality, it's his coffin.
Ah, that sounds good.
And the fish that prey upon him, they also meet their doom.
That sounds even better.
Because the fish, in their turn, are eaten by other predators.
Well, you got plenty of action.
And listen, the largest and most powerful predator is man. Consider how we, in our turn, are eaten. Not by stronger carnivorous, but by our own artificially induced anxieties and tensions.
But that sounds great.
Yeah. But it's not the kind of thing that'll head a bestseller list or get me on the talk shows.
Is that what you want?
No, but...
But what?
Well, I have an idea it's what you would want.
Edmund, I'm happy. I'm very happy. I've got you, and you're everything I could wish for.
Come in. Oh, Sheriff.
Afternoon, Mr. Churchill. Miss Churchill?
Well, you're just in time for dinner, Sheriff.
Well, thank you both very kindly, but I happen to be here in line of duty.
Oh, do you mean there's a possibility you may have to arrest me or Mr. Churchill?
Or maybe both of us.
No, I don't think so.
Well, what can we do for you, Sheriff?
Well, now, Mr. Churchill, it's about an old friend of yours named Mike Perry.
Mike Perry?
The Mike Perry?
Killer Mike Perry.
He's a friend of yours, Edmund?
That's what we've been told.
Well, you learn something every day.
After all these years, they finally did catch up with Killer Mike. They got him on a charge that can stick. And what does he go ahead and do? Smooth as you please, he just busts his way out of jail.
And he's here? He's up here?
Well, no, he probably ain't up here.
Well, then why are you...
The big city cops and the federals, they went and compiled this list of all his friends.
You were one of his friends, Edmund.
Well, 20 years ago we went to school together.
And that's what I mean. We've got to run down those leads. You seen him around here, Mr. Churchill?
Oh, no, Sheriff.
If you do, you'll get in touch.
Certainly.
Well, I just done my day's work. Drive 20 miles up to see the Churchills. Ask my 2 questions and now drive 20 miles back to town. Well, I'm sorry I bothered you folks.
That's quite all right.
Oh, drop in again, anytime.
Well, goodbye now, and have a nice evening. Oh, are you going to take part in the annual fly casting contest a week from Saturday, Mr. Churchill?
You couldn't keep him away.
Well, I almost won last year, remember?
Well, Frank Miller over at the motel asked me to remind you. You haven't sent in your entry fee. It's got to be paid by tomorrow.
Oh, right. Thank you. I'm not going to be disqualified on a technicality. Would you take the money to him, Sheriff?
Oh, sure thing.
Darling, do you have $5?
Mm-hmm.
It's gone up to 10 this year. We have twice as many prizes.
Oh, well, here you are, Sheriff.
Right. Well, let me know if you hear anything or see anything. Good night.
Good night.
Edmund? This gang leader? This Mike Perry? How could he possibly have been a friend of yours?
Well, we were roommates in college.
No.
He's an educated man, Carlotta.
Then how could he...
Rob? Kill? I don't know.
And how could you associate with a gangster?
Well, he wasn't a gangster in those days. Actually, he was a history major.
Darling, do you know something? If this were a movie, that door would open right now. And he'd storm in here with a gun in his hand.
No, he wouldn't do that. He'd knock on the door, and he'd politely ask permission to come in. And he'd say to me, "Well, Eddie, I'm here to collect."
Collect? What?
The debt I owe him.
What? What do you owe him?
Well, it's hard to say, Carlotta, on the face of it. I owe him $3,000.
$3,000?
$3,000 can mean a little or a lot. Depends on the situation. To me, it once meant life itself.
But you never told me.
It was tuition and living expenses for my senior year. There would be a job waiting for me in June. A job in research. A job I dreamed about. But I would need the degree. Well, my uncle, who was executor of my father's estate, gambled away the money.
And are you about to tell me that Mike Perry gave you the $3,000?
Yes.
Where'd he get the money?
He robbed a bank.
He what?
Yeah. He robbed a bank. But he came into my room that day and he said, "Eddie, nobody has the right to be that down in the mouth. You look as if you're ready to hang yourself." And I said I was. And he said, "Kid, tomorrow morning, I'm going to lay that $3,000 right in your hot little hand." And he did. And when I asked him where he got it, he told me. He robbed a bank.
And you believed him?
Oh, he did. I said to him, "How could you?" And he said, "They got plenty of money. They'll never miss it. But for you, it's the end of the world."
And you took that money?
I took it, because at that time, without that money, it would have been the end of the world for me. But Carlotta, I'll tell you this. I repaid the bank.
You did?
After I sold my first book. I sent them $3,000 in cash. Anonymously, of course.
Oh, well then you don't owe anybody anything.
No, that's not true. I'm still indebted to Mike Perry.
Well, I'm sure he doesn't need your $3,000. They say he has millions.
Well, I don't owe him the money, exactly. You see, what I owe him is a favor.
What kind of a favor?
I don't know. Whatever he asks.
Well, what could he ask of you?
Well, when he gave me the money all those years ago, he said, "Eddie, one day I'm going to come to you for a favor. Maybe to save my life, the way I just saved yours. And you better be good for it."
Well, there isn't anything you can do for him, Edmund. It's all ancient history. It's 20 years. That's so long ago. That's another world.
Yes.
And so much has happened to both of you. Oh, listen, I'd venture to say he doesn't even remember you. I just can't get used to the idea.
What idea?
What idea? Edmund, the idea of Mike Perry being a college man and your roommate. When was the last time you saw Mike Perry?
When?
Or can't you even remember?
Oh, yeah, I can remember. The last time I saw Mike Perry was about 30 minutes ago.
Look out for the quiet people. At any rate, Mike Perry, a lord of the underworld, has come to this remote mountain area to collect a debt of 20 years standing. But is Edmund Churchill ready, willing, and able to pay it? I shall return with further news of the principal and interest shortly in Act 2. Ladies, what do you know about your husbands? To Carlotta Churchill, Edmund, her husband, was mild, self-effacing, unassuming, a writer of books on nature. Now she has discovered that Edmund is providing refuge for Mike Perry, an underworld overlord who is a fugitive from justice. Why? Well, it seems the two men are old friends.
He's here? Mike Perry is here?
Yes, Carlotta.
Where?
In my studio, above the barn.
Then you lied to Sheriff Parker.
Yes.
Well, you and I, we're not...
We're not what, Carlotta?
We're not the kind of people who assist gangsters, killers.
At one time, Mike Perry did me a favor. Now he's calling it in.
But the law, Edmund.
Yes, I've thought about it, and, well, sometimes you just have to.
It's wrong. It's wrong.
It's not the point.
Are you telling me that we are going to shelter this murderer?
I'm telling you I have no alternative as a man of honor.
Honor? What has honor got to do with this hoodlum? How can you pervert the word honor?
Honor is a personal thing, Carlotta.
He's come here to destroy you.
But I owe a debt to the roommate I had in my senior year. Now, please, Carlotta, try to understand.
I hope it's okay to come in.
Oh, yeah, sure, Mike, come in. Carlotta, this is Mike Perry, very old friend.
How do you do, Carlotta? Well, I must say, Eddie, your taste has improved since we were undergraduates.
Mr. Perry, my husband is under the misguided impression that he is somehow obligated to you. That's his affair. If I had my way, I would call the police.
You would? Why?
You stand for everything I find evil, vicious, and depraved in our society.
Well, surely not everything.
Well, darling, why don't I help you with dinner, huh?
I'm particular with whom I break bread. If you care to feed Mr. Perry, you'll find something in the refrigerator. Meanwhile, you'll excuse me, I have a headache.
You know, Eddie, I don't think she likes me.
Good morning, dear. I prepared breakfast.
Just coffee for me. Where's the gangster chieftain?
I put him in the spare room. Carlotta.
Yes?
Carlotta, there are certain laws that one does not violate. The law of hospitality. And it doesn't matter who a man is or what he does if he's a guest under your roof.
He's a guest under your roof, Edmund, not mine.
Good morning.
Morning. Did you sleep well, Mike?
I always sleep well.
Oh, one might think you have a clear conscience.
Like some breakfast?
Well, I can help myself, thank you.
Oh, I've been up for hours. I did some pages. Now I'll cast a few flies, sharpen up for the tournament, and maybe catch a few rainbows for lunch. Well, I'll see you both later.
Well, alone at last.
If you'll excuse me, Mr. Perry.
Oh, no, don't go. If my presence is so distasteful, I'll leave the table and have breakfast later.
Thank you.
Tell me, Carlotta, why do you hate me?
You flatter yourself. I have contempt for what you are. But hate, that's too important an emotion to squander.
Well, I'll say this for you. You don't squander it. You invested very carefully. You lowered the boom on me last night. You said I was everything vile, and evil and depraved?
It's true.
Well, it's immaterial. Those are only words, but I saw something that you didn't see when you said that about
What
me.
do you think you saw?
The flush in your cheeks, the fire in your eyes.
Well, of course. I was angry.
Yes, I know. But show me a person who really hates something or someone. I'll tell you why. They hate because they're afraid.
Afraid of what?
Of themselves. They instinctively know. They're fascinated by that something or that someone.
Are you saying that I'm fascinated by you?
Aren't you? No, don't answer that right now. Because you're probably not aware of it. Just yet.
Oh. Hello?
Morning, Miss Churchill.
Oh, good morning, Sheriff.
Mr. Churchill about?
He's fishing. Is it important?
Well, just tell him I gave Frank Miller his entry fee, and he's all set for the contest.
Yes, I'll tell him. Oh, is there any news about the escaped gangster?
Not a whisper. Although they do think he may be headed toward this part of the country.
Oh?
When it comes to hiding out, this is as good a place as any, and better than most. Keep an eye peeled, will you, Miss Churchill?
Well, of course.
Bye now.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
For what?
For not calling in the hounds.
Had I told the sheriff you were here, I'm sure you would have killed me on the spot.
That isn't true.
You mean you're not capable of it?
Oh, no. Of course I am. But there'd be no point to it. They'd have me. Where can I go in this wilderness?
But how do you know I won't call him back?
I know. You've got a good highlight on the cliffside there. And your shadows are remarkable.
What are you...
What am I doing here? Well, I thought I'd take a walk. You're not a bad painter.
What would you know about it?
Oh, I'm quite a patron of the arts. Haven't you heard?
Oh, I can imagine.
No. People like the Medicis and the Borgias, they robbed and they killed. Yet they practically financed the Renaissance.
You know, you have delusions of grandeur.
Why did you quit?
Quit what?
The theater.
I was never in the theater.
Oh, that isn't true. I saw you in a play. It was 10 years ago. I'll never forget your performance.
You have developed flattery into a fine art.
It was a great performance. What happened?
Nothing.
Tell me the truth.
I told you. Nothing happened. I had a bit part in an off-Broadway play. I had one scene, and I stole the show. The critics raved, and that was the end of it.
It couldn't be.
I never got another job.
That's impossible.
No, it's the way things can work out or not work out in the theater. So I decided to go back to school and get a degree and maybe teach.
And you married your professor.
That's right.
And you've been miserable ever since.
That's not true.
Now go ahead, tell me. Tell me you've been deliriously happy.
Nobody is deliriously happy in this world.
That's not true. I am.
You?
Oh, yes. Because I live. Every second of every minute of every hour. I have everything I want.
But you can be shot down at any time.
And you can get hit by a truck. You abdicated from life.
I'm reconciled to it.
Reconciled? You? I saw you on the stage. I saw fire and ice.
Excuse me.
Where are you going?
I'm going back to the house.
Yes?
Please, I said I'm going back.
Well, of course. You know why? You're afraid.
Afraid of what?
Of this.
Let go of me. Please, let go.
Oh, now, who are you kidding?
Oh.
Now I'll let you go.
I despise you.
Oh, sure.
And now for the news headlines. There is still no word on the whereabouts of Mike Perry, who escaped from federal custody in New York last Monday. It's believed he may be headed west. Little Dolly Prescott, the teenage sex queen, is suing...
Not so good.
Oh, they'll never think to look here, Eddie.
You can't tell. Look, don't walk around in the open. They may be patrolling in helicopters.
And how long shall we be honored with your company, Mr. Perry?
Darling, Mike is welcome to stay as long as he likes.
Well, until the heat's off.
I see.
You know, Mike, I don't believe it.
What?
Well, everything I read in the papers.
You should always believe what you read in the papers, even if it isn't true.
You never killed anybody.
No one could ever prove I did.
You are the same guy I went to school with.
Sure?
I mean it. Well, I don't know what's gotten into me, but I'm writing again. 26 pages yesterday, and 9 this morning already, and I'm going to get back to that typewriter. Will you both excuse me?
Oh, sure. You know how it is when you're hot.
See you good people at cocktail time.
Well, I'll have to get out of here.
Where will you go?
Well, don't tell me you care.
You
know, I have an idea. There's going to be some heat here. It's time to make a move. The big one. Well, I'm prepared for it. I got the place all set up. There's only one thing missing. You know what that is?
I'm not interested.
Well, you should be. It concerns you.
Listen, Mr. Perry, get this straight. Nothing you do concerns me.
You're coming with me.
Where?
Ah, I caught you. Your instinctive reaction was not to say no, but where? We're leaving the country.
What makes you think...
I want you. And I get what I want. It's that simple. And besides, you want me.
What gives you that idea?
As of right now, you don't have the courage to take what you want. It's all right, I'll help you.
And what makes you think I want you?
You mean you want what you've got now? Eddie? This hermitage, a million miles from nowhere?
I'm happy.
Oh, yes. Doing what? Every year that goes by is wasted. Soon you'll be old. Too old. Where are you running to? You see, your problem is with timing. You quit the theater too soon. You stayed with Eddie too long. Make your move. Now. You'll never get another chance.
Please. Please keep away from me.
Why?
Because
I'm right, huh? You know the poem? Full many a flower was made to blush unseen and waste its fragrance on the desert air. Don't waste the fragrance, baby. Don't.
Mike,
That's better. Oh, that's much better.
What about Eddie?
Eddie? Oh, we'll take care of Eddie.
What are you saying, Mike?
I'm saying we'll just let things work out. No. Don't move.
Edmund.
Shh. Let me just finish this paragraph. I know just how I want to say this, and if I stop, Carlotta! What did you do?
I want you to listen to me.
You could have torn that paper.
Edmund, please. Please, I beg of you. Pick up that phone right now.
Why?
Do it.
All right.
Now, when the operator comes on, ask her to give you the sheriff's office and tell Sheriff Parker that Mike Perry is here.
Carlotta, how can you ask me?
I won't ask you again.
I should hope not.
I won't have the strength.
You know, I don't understand you at all.
Please call, please, before it's too late.
Too late for what? Too late for what?
Nothing. Nothing.
You mean you became so excited over nothing?
I tried. Oh, Edmund, I tried. Whatever happens, at least I did try.
If at first they don't succeed, some people will try again. On the other hand, there are others who quit. And there's a lot to be said for both points of view. Will she try again to convince Edmund? If so, how hard? Everything will be revealed in good time when I return shortly with Act 3. Friendship can form the strangest pairs. And one of these is Edmund Churchill, a writer of nature books, and Mike Perry, a notorious gangster. Right now, Mike is hiding out in Edmund's secluded mountain home. And far from being bored by the solitude, he is quite happy. Why not? Edmund has a lovely young wife. And as they say, all's fair.
And then Mike said to the professor, "Sir, there is every reason to believe that the Arthurian legend is based on fact. Furthermore,
I must have been a bore in those days.
Wait.
What is it?
Hear that outside?
It's a car.
Who is it, Edmund?
Coming up the hill. It's the sheriff. What would the sheriff...
Mike, go to the spare room, quickly.
All right.
Oh, Edmund, the ashtray. Get rid of it. Everybody knows we don't smoke.
But it's no good. The smell will still be in the...
Okay. Give me one of Mike's cigarettes.
Yeah, okay.
Leave the pack on the table, and I'll say I started again if you notice.
No, wait. Something must be wrong.
What?
I don't understand why.
God. Edmund, the table's set for 3.
Come in. What did you say, Carlotta?
The table is set.
Oh, hello, Sheriff.
Hi, folks. How's that casting arm, Mr. Churchill?
Oh, it's first rate.
Well, you people having company? Table set for 3, I noticed.
It's lunchtime. I saw your car coming up the hill, so I set another plate. Join us?
Don't mind if I do. That platter of roast beef looks great.
Sheriff, what's going on?
Well, tell you, I figure Mike Perry's gonna head this way.
You do? Why?
Because he's that type of person. He does the unexpected. Goes where you'd never dream to look for him.
But to come here?
Every place else is red hot. And my theory is he's headed this way. Well, I see you started smoking again.
Yes, sir. Ever since this thing started, I've been so nervous.
Oh, there's nothing to worry about.
Well, we're not worried. It's just...
We're going to patrol this whole area. On foot, in cars, by helicopter. We'll get him.
That is, if your hunch is correct.
Well, I got a feeling. It's more than a hunch. It's based on a pretty fair analysis of all the known factors. Now, could I trouble you for a slice of that terrific roast beef?
Morning, Carlotta.
You slept late.
Where's Eddie?
Oh, fishing.
That's become a big thing with him.
He's got the contest coming up on Saturday.
We have to get out of here.
Mike.
I don't like that sheriff.
Oh, he's just...
Just what? A hick constable? Don't sell him short. He makes smart moves.
But where could you go?
Where could we go? Remember that we.
Well, where?
Out of the country.
But what's the good? You'd be extradited.
What for?
Well, for...
I'm not wanted for crimes like murder. All I have on me is income taxes. Maybe embezzlement. There are plenty of places where they can't extradite you.
But...
Come with me.
But... Edmund.
I said we'd take care of Edmund.
No.
Carlotta, come into a new world. The world of the people who have power. It's a world where rules have no meaning.
But Edmund's such a good person.
Good, bad, they mean nothing. You do what must be done.
And I'm not sure that I can.
And stay here.
Oh, Mike,
Where we're going, I have a palace, a yacht. There's nothing you can't have. Name it, it's yours.
But I don't want just things.
I'll buy you a theater, your own company, act, star.
Oh, Mike.
Everything, anything,
Mike.
Yours for the asking. This is my world. I want to share it with you.
But what's supposed to happen to Edmund?
Edmund must be taken care of.
You mean killed?
There's nothing personal involved. I even like Eddie.
No.
There's no other way. When he finds out we're gone, he calls the sheriff. Now, look. I've been told there's only one road out of these mountains.
Yes, it leads right through the main street of Council Forks, 20 miles from here.
Well, we'll have to chance it.
No, it's dangerous.
At night, late, I'll wear a hat. I do look a little like Eddie. We'll be moving pretty quickly. Yes, we'll go as soon as it gets dark. The stores will be closed. No one will be on the streets.
Mike, it's still a 3-hour drive through these hills before we get to the turnpike. Suppose the sheriff should call here.
He won't.
Oh, how can you be sure?
Call him. And here's what to tell him.
Sheriff Parker speaking.
Oh, Sheriff, I just called to tell you we're leaving.
Leaving? When?
This evening, we received a call from Mr. Churchill's agent. He has to be in Hollywood by tomorrow afternoon.
Will we be seeing him on the screen?
Well, you'll be seeing characters from his book.
Well, good luck.
And we won't be back for, well, I don't know how long.
Well, maybe it's for the best. Might have been dangerous if that gangster fella showed up.
Well, we'll see you when we return. Goodbye, Sheriff.
Bye now. Oh, tell Mr. Churchill I'll get back. Miss Churchill? Miss Churchill? Well, I guess she hung up. It doesn't matter. I can catch them when they come through town.
Mike,
You what?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Of what?
Of anything.
Come here.
No, that won't help.
Yes, it will.
Oh, Mike. I'm so frightened.
You should be. You know why? You're crossing the line.
Promise me you won't hurt Edmund.
Of course. Are you packed?
Yes.
Okay. When he comes in, you go out to the car.
You won't hurt him? Promise?
I promise.
Well, greetings.
We're just in time for a drink, Eddie.
Oh, I'm in great form. Shame you can't come to town with us Saturday and watch the contest.
Well, I'll keep amused.
Fix you something, darling?
Who? Me?
Join us?
I don't think so. I feel so... it's a little stuffy in here. I think I'll get a breath of fresh air.
Listen, Carlotta. I appreciate this.
What?
Well, what you're doing. It's plain you have no use for Mike, and you're going against your code of morality. I know it's uncomfortable for you, but you're doing it for me, and, well, I think you're wonderful.
Goodbye, Edmund.
Goodbye? Where are you going?
Oh, just for a walk.
Well, Mike, here's to us.
Yes, Eddie. To us.
She's right, but she doesn't understand how it used to be between you and me.
Of course not.
But after this is over, we're finished, Mike. We're square.
If that's how you want it.
It can't be any other way.
That's right. It can't be any other way.
Mike? Mike, what are you doing with that gun?
Well, you see what I'm doing. I'm aiming it.
Mike, why?
Because I have no choice. As you said, it can't be any other way.
Oh, why? I mean, why do you want to kill me?
I don't want to kill you, Eddie. I have to. And therefore...
Mike, it's me. It's Eddie.
If you stand still, Eddie, you won't feel a thing.
Mike, no!
Mike! You killed him!
Yes, I killed him.
But you promised!
I promised I wouldn't hurt him. And I didn't. He died instantly.
Oh, no. Oh, I didn't realize.
Yes, you did. You did.
No, I don't want to go with you.
You have to go. You have no choice. You just crossed the line.
Please, hold me close.
Now, dear, I have to drive with two hands, especially when we go through town.
Oh, slow down. The local cops love to pick up people for speeding.
Not much of a town.
Well, we chose the right hour. All the stores are closed. The people have finished dinner. The movie won't break for at least an hour. I'm so nervous.
It's all right. Everything's all right.
Edmund, I thought I'd never stop being sick.
You'll be okay. Up ahead. Is that a police car?
It's the sheriff's car.
I think somebody's in it.
Well, we have to go down this street, but...
Well, why not? He can't suspect anything. It's dark. He won't recognize me. Look, as we go by, you wave at him.
All right.
There's nothing to be scared of. Now, give him a loud, cheerful goodbye. And a big wave.
Hi, Sheriff.
Hi, Miss Churchill.
There. You see? There's nothing to it. We're in the clear. You don't have to look back.
Mike, he's pulling away from the curb.
Well, okay. That doesn't mean he's after us.
Mike! He's following us.
Now, don't panic. Maybe he's heading someplace else.
Where? This road leads away from town. There's nothing for more than 80 miles. He's after us. Why?
I don't know
What do you mean you don't know? You know everything.
Shut up.
He's after us. Look, he's gaining on us.
I'll lose him.
He wants us. Oh,
Hold the wheel. Hold the wheel steady. Steer.
Don't shoot at him.
I got a gamble. He hasn't hit his radio yet. I can stop it.
No, don't.
Steer to the right.
No.
Hold the car steady.
Please. They're firing back at us. They're shooting back.
Get away from the wheel. Get away from the wheel. Move away.
And I have with me here a man who captured the fugitive gangster Mike Perry, our own Sheriff Pete Parker. Sheriff, what's the story? I didn't know anything. I saw them drive by in the car, and I thought it was Mr. Churchill with her. And since he was not going to be here for the fly casting tournament on Saturday, I wanted to give him back his entry fee. After all, it was $10, and that don't grow on trees, you know.
Of course not. But that $10 discharged the debt. And while we don't know who did win that fishing contest the following day, the grand winner should be Sheriff Parker, who caught the biggest fish of all the night before. We're going to catch you for some more Mystery Theater when I return in a few moments. Certain emotions slumber inside each of us. We lead lives that may have nothing to do with our true desires. And then one day, a Mike Perry can arrive to awaken a Carlotta Churchill. Well, We certainly hope there are no Carlottas among our listeners. And if any of you are even contemplating a Carlotta-like move, tune us in instead. You'll get all the vicarious enjoyment with none of the actual penalties. Our cast included Marion Seldes, Norman Rose, Ralph Bell, and Dan Ocko. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams. The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. No man is an island, the poet says, but it's probably true that each man would like to own one. Yes, a little out-of-the-way island, a little piece of paradise where every prospect pleases, where he may be a king who rules supreme. Is it possible to find such a place? Some people do. Our mystery drama, A God Named Henry, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Ralph Bell. I'll be back shortly with Act One. What is that proverb? The wheel that squeals the loudest is the one that gets the grease. Yes, and the fact is, the wheel that gets the grease isn't necessarily the one that does the work. Well, one of the quietest of wheels is the hero of our little tale, Mr. Henry Clay Fitzsimmons. And we shall see he gets no grease at all from anybody.
Yes, come in, Henry. I understand you want to talk to me.
I do, R.J. You know how it is today. Everything's gone up sky high. The prices. My wife was saying to me, Henry... It's getting to be impossible.
Yeah, the bottom line is you want more money.
I guess that's right.
No, that's wrong, Henry. Wrong. Why do you suppose we have this inflation, this terrible, destructive inflation?
Well, R.J.
Because everybody's got his hand out for more.
Well, it's just a door and I can't...
Oh, I understand, Henry. But it's got to stop. It has to be turned around, somewhere, somehow, and by somebody. And do you know who that somebody is? You.
Me?
That's right, me. Every one of us is a me, and every one of us has got to say, I am going to stop it.
R.J., I am...
Why do I say this to you, Henry? Because you were just promoted production foreman. You are now a part of management. You and I are the management team. We have to set the example to the labor force. Make do, Henry. That's going to be the slogan around here. Make do or do without. We're fighting for our lives.
Henry, did you talk to him today?
Talk to who?
Who do you think? R.J.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what did he say?
About what, Dora?
About what? About the price of flower pots in Patagonia.
I asked for the raise.
And?
He said no.
Well, did you quit?
How could I quit?
How could you ask for a raise unless you're prepared to walk out?
Dora, it's all very well for you to say quit. Where would I get another job?
Go out and look.
Other people have been out of work for months.
I don't want to hear about other people. Sit still. I'll answer it. Hello?
This is R.J. Is this Dora?
Why? Do you think he might be living with some other woman?
Is that R.J.?
I love your sense of humor, Dora. Is Henry there?
He's in the middle of dinner, R.J.
Well, this is very important.
Will you let me talk to him?
Hold on, please.
R.J.?
Henry, I would have gotten in touch with you earlier, but I was busy at the club. We just got a rush order from Grand National. They'll need a couple of thousand cases by noon tomorrow.
Oh, I don't know how we can do that. The number 3 production line is down.
Well, how long would you need to make it operational?
4 or 5 hours.
Well, I think you'd better go in and do it tonight.
Tonight?
Oh, boy.
They're the best customer we have. You're part of management, Henry. You can understand the problem.
Yeah. All right. I'll go in.
I knew I could depend on you.
Night work, huh?
You can't say no to a customer like Grand National.
You can't?
Because if you do, they'll have to go somewhere else. I'd better hurry, Dora.
Sure.
What are you going to do tonight?
Oh, I may go out.
Where?
I don't know.
You going to go to a show with the girls?
I'm sick of going to shows with the girls. What I'd like to do is go to a show with the boys.
Well, what's that supposed to mean?
Henry, I'm sick and tired of your working overtime, nights and weekends. I'm tired of being alone.
Just a minute.
I want to go places, have some fun. If not with you, I'm just going to find somebody else.
Oh, this is serious. We have to talk about it.
Yes. Let's talk about it right now.
I can't.
Why not?
Because I have to go to work.
That's the problem, isn't it?
Listen, I could be finished with this thing. It doesn't have to be much past 9 o'clock. It's a great night. You could meet me down at the dock. We could take the boat out.
You want to go sailing at night? You can go by yourself.
But it's the only free time I have.
We have now come to the end of the reel. What do you want to do? Rewind it so we can go through these same stupid arguments over and over again?
Hi there, Henry.
Hello, Bart.
Are you taking her out tonight?
Yeah.
Look at them clouds around the moon.
They don't look too bad.
Yeah, they're going to start looking worse about a couple of 3 hours from now. I'd hate to be out there in a 21-foot sailboat.
It'll blow over.
Why do you have to take her out tonight?
My boss is on me all the time. Do this, do that. My wife starts in where he leaves off. If I don't get away from it this way, I'd go nuts.
Yeah, but even so, if I was you, I'd stay ashore tonight.
Calling 97263. 97263. Come in, Henry. Come in.
Bart, this is Henry.
I told you. I warned you.
I'm okay. The minute the wind came up, I headed right for shore.
Where you at?
I found a nice little protected inlet just south of Sutter's Cove.
Inlet just south of Sutter's? How far?
2 miles, maybe.
I never heard of no inlet around there.
Neither did I, but here I am.
Well, if you're okay, you just stay there and wait it out. 92763. Henry. Come in, Henry.
What?
Come in, Henry.
Oh, the radio. Must have been dozy.
Henry. Come in.
Bart. I was asleep.
In a storm like this?
What storm?
Where'd you say you are?
this little inlet south of Sutter's Cove.
But I told you, south of Sutter's, there's nothing.
It's about 15 feet wide. Goes in, as far as I can see, a couple of 100 yards. I'm tied up to some trees.
Well, check to see if you're secure. Storm's getting worse.
Are you kidding? It's a beautiful morning. There's hardly a ripple on the water. Hey, what's that?
Henry?
I hear something. It sounds like drums.
Thunder, more likely.
No, they're drums. I can see between the trees. There's a big clear space. I see people. Hey, but they're dressed funny. They're wearing skins.
Skins?
Skins, for furs. And the guys have got long hair and beards. They're carrying spears.
Henry?
Hey, you know what this has to be? It's a movie. They're making a movie. I'll go watch. I'll call you back.
This is Bart. Come in.
Bart, they're not making a movie.
Who's not making a movie?
These people I'm telling you about, they're dressed in the skins with the long hair carrying the spears.
I've never heard you this drunk in all the years I've known you.
They're not actors. They're for real. There are no cameras or anything. They're approaching the boat. I better talk to them. I'll try to keep you posted.
Yeah, sure. You do that.
Well, what can I do for you folks?
Thera.
Thera? Oh, you mean your name is Thera?
Thera.
Okay. You can call me Henry.
Henry.
Henry, yeah. You got it. So, what's it all about? Who are you folks? Hey, yeah, what are you doing? Well, stop it. You don't have to get down on your knees.
Henry.
Yeah, Henry, that's been established. I'm Henry.
You are Henry.
You speak English. Where did you learn?
From Henry. Henry is God.
What God?
The God, Henry. He looks at us and he reveals to us English. Now the people can understand the God Henry in English. English. The words of God.
Hey, friends, you just dialed the wrong number. I'm not a god or anywhere near it. I'm just some poor guy in a sailboat who happened to blunder into this place.
Behold, Malana, she comes.
Well, who's Malana?
See, Malana, she carries her small child. She brings him to the god Henry.
To me? What for?
The child is dying.
Oh, he sure doesn't look too good. It's all flushed. Must be burning up with a fever. This lady's his mother? Say, I better get this kid to a doctor. What do you say? Oh, I guess she doesn't speak English, huh?
She is not permitted to speak with the god.
Oh, no?
Only I, Thera, may speak with the god Henry.
Well, why is that?
The people have chosen me to be his priestess. And how is it said in English? Concubine.
Hey, listen, I got a wife.
Gods have many wives.
Well, never mind all that for now. That kid has to go to a hospital. I'll take him in the boat.
No.
No?
Malana will kill herself.
Why?
Because you will place him in the god boat and take him to the sky.
No, I'll take him to the Cedarville General Hospital.
No, the god Henry must cure the child here. The people wait.
Well, let's get this straight. I never said I was able to...
Henry must cure the child, or the people will turn on their god.
Turn on their god? What does that mean? Killed?
Cure the child.
But how?
By a miracle.
A miracle? How can you expect me to make a miracle?
If you cannot make a miracle, it will prove that you are a false god. The people wait.
We're all going to wait, and all of us should hope or pray that Henry can come up with that miracle. We have a branch of our military service that says the difficult we do right away, the impossible takes a little bit longer. A pity they're not here. We'll have to wait for Act 2, which will be here shortly. Consider the situation in which Henry Clay Fitzsimmons finds himself. He blunders into an island, or a place that seems to be populated by prehistoric savages. There is good news and bad. The good news is that they wish to worship him as a god. The bad news, if he doesn't perform an instant miracle, they will kill him as a devil.
But a miracle?
Why should a miracle be difficult for a god?
What do you want me to do?
Cure the child.
I'm not a doctor.
You're even greater. A god.
We just keep going round and round with this thing.
The people wait. Shall the miracle begin?
Miracle drugs. Say, I've got some aspirin in the first aid kit, and also some antibiotics left over from the time I hold everything.
There will be a miracle.
Yes.
How?
I have magic food for the child to eat.
People, behold, see, the skin of the child is now dry and cool. The fever no longer rages through his body. The devils have been driven out. The child, Melana's child, sleeps peacefully. There has been a miracle. All kneel before the true God, Henry.
Come in, Henry.
Bart?
Henry, come in.
Bart?
You okay? It's getting worse, the storm.
What storm?
Hey, you really must be pretty snug in that inlet.
Yeah, I guess you could say I am.
Well, stay there. Don't try to venture out.
You know something, Bart, old buddy? I may stay here quite a while.
What?
You just can't beat being a god.
A what? A what?
Bart? Bart? Come in, Bart. Oh, she shorted out. Radio's dead. Gone. Well, what difference? What have I got to say to anyone anyhow? And what does anyone have to say to me? Thera, what are the drums for?
A woman.
What about her?
She is to be destroyed.
You mean killed?
Yes.
Why?
She has displeased the god Henry.
I don't remember being displeased by anyone. Who is she?
Thera.
That's you?
Yes.
I'm not displeased with you.
Oh, yes. The god is displeased with me, and everyone knows it.
What does everyone know?
The god has been among us here for 1 month.
A month? Have I been a month? How could that be?
And he has not yet taken his priestess and concubine into his marriage bed.
Oh.
Nor has he told his people to prepare the nuptial cave.
Yeah,
Therefore, since the priestess Thera does not please the god Henry, the people must destroy her and select a new priestess concubine who will find favor in his heart.
It seems to me you people do a lot of killing around here.
Is there another way?
Oh, I don't go for that. And if I'm going to be boss, there'll have to be some changes made. Get all the people together.
The god Henry will speak.
I have an announcement to make. From this point on, there's not going to be any more killing around here. Is that understood?
The people will ask, if there is to be no killing, how will disputes be settled?
We're going to have a set of rules. I'm going to sit down and write them out. And everybody's got to learn them. Is that understood?
It will be understood.
The thing won't be too complicated. Actually, it'll just be based on don't do to the next fellow what you wouldn't want him to do to you.
What is the god Henry doing?
I'm trying to fix this radio.
Oh, yes. We heard it speak on the day you came here. Is this how the gods talk to each other?
I've been gone about a month.
Does the god miss heaven?
I went sailing on my boat on a night I should have stayed ashore. Why'd I go? Well, I had to get away. Why'd I always feel that I had to get away? Why couldn't I have a happy home, a happy job?
But the god is happy now.
Oh, yeah, why not? I'm placed on a pedestal. My word is law. I have a beautiful woman who keeps throwing herself at me. What am I trying to fix this thing for? What do I care about what's happening back there?
I don't see a thing, Dora. You?
No, I don't.
Now shut her off. We'll drift for a bit.
You spoke to Henry on the radio. He said he was here?
Said he'd found an inlet about 2 miles south of Sutter's Cove. We haven't seen a thing.
Bart, what could have happened to him?
Well, a pretty bad storm, Dora. Lasted 3 days. Nothing could live out in the open ocean. Certainly not a 21-foot sailboat.
Maybe something else happened. Maybe he became fed up with me and decided to disappear.
Oh, now, Dora.
I haven't been a good wife.
What do you mean?
You know what a good wife is, Bart.
Don't ask me. I never got married.
She's one who knows how to hide her disappointment. You marry a guy because you think he's... Well, you think he's a god. And then when you find out he's only a guy, you get mad at him. I thought he was all iron and steel, and it turns out he's just milk and water.
No, I wouldn't say that, Dora.
I would. The abuse he took from his boss. Oh, I should have let him alone. If he didn't have the guts to stand up for his rights, it must have made him feel miserable enough. Why did I keep rubbing it in? Didn't do him any good.
Hey, Dora. You talk like you'll never see him again.
Do you think we'll ever see him again?
No.
I just can't understand what's wrong with the radio.
Does the god Henry still try to fix the magic box?
Well, something inside is loose or broken.
Does my lord miss his other gods in heaven?
Oh, my heaven is right here.
When shall my lord go back?
Who said anything about that?
They all go back. All the gods who visit.
You mean there have been other gods?
They stay. We worship them, and then they leave us. Why? Can it be explained?
Well, these people, these gods as you call them, they have homes, they have families, responsibilities.
I do not understand responsibilities.
Well, that's because you people don't have them.
And the gods?
I was a production foreman. I was the key guy in the plant. 80 jobs depended on me. 80 men, 80 families. I was able to keep the machinery going so that R.J. could keep the plant running.
R.J.?
He was another god. A big one. Dora and I, we just bought the house. It's got a mortgage. How's she going to keep up the payments?
My lord is sad.
And I've got this responsibility to the battalion.
The battalion?
The 898th Engineer Battalion of the Massachusetts National Guard. I'm an officer. I think it's important.
So many things are important to a god.
And there's a lot of things you miss. Movies. Some of them, anyhow. Pizza. TV. I only watch half the stuff now and then. And, going to the Red Sox games.
The Red Sox?
And, bowling. There's so much.
My lord will tell his Thera of these things.
How could I tell you? How could I make you understand? It's something you have to have lived with, be part of.
All this, then, formed the heaven of my god, Henry. Henry?
It made me what I am.
When does my lord intend to return to his heaven?
Oh, I didn't say I was returning. I've been here, 6 months now? I never had a beard like this. I found a new world. A new life. I'm not leaving.
Then destroy the magic voice box.
Why?
Because if it is permitted to speak, it will tell the god Henry to return.
Thera, I just want to know what's happening back there.
Thera has been happy. He's grateful for even this brief time.
I didn't say I was going. Oh, hey, I found it. This wire just has made contact. That's it. I don't know about the transmitter, but I ought to be able to receive.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Lou Bodie with the 6 o'clock news.
6 o'clock? Evening? Hey, what's wrong? It's just about noon.
First, the local scene. Still missing is Henry Clay Fitzsimmons of Cedarville.
Missing?
6 days ago, Henry left Bart's Marina in his 21-foot sailboat.
6 days ago?
A few hours later, the storm of near hurricane velocity struck and ravaged our coast for 3 days.
What's he talking about?
During the worst of it, he was in communication with Bart's Marina. He claimed to have found a sheltered spot. The mystery is why he hasn't been heard from as soon as the storm was over. It is now 6 days, and there's absolutely no sign of him or his boat. The Coast Guard is continuing the search. More news after this message.
Am I hearing this right? I've been gone 6 days? That's been 6 months. I've been keeping track. I've got a notebook. Here, look.
My lord is troubled.
Could I have grown a beard like this in 6 days? Hey, somebody has to be crazy.
Why is my lord troubled?
They got the Coast Guard out and everything out. How could they make such a mistake? Unless...
My lord?
Oh, no. No, I don't want to think about it. Yeah, but I got to think about it. Unless this is a different world. A world where time isn't the same. Do you understand, Thera?
I'm not sure.
It isn't the same kind of time. That's the only answer.
But that's the kind of answer that raises more questions. We thought there was only one kind of time. True, you can arbitrarily decide to cut it up into time zones, standard time and daylight saving, or anything and everything you like, but it still remains the same kind of time, measurable by the same instruments. Is there another kind? You'll have to explain it as soon as we return with Act 3. A book of verses beneath the bough, a loaf of bread, a jug of wine, and thou. Beside me in the wilderness would be paradise enow. Well, we cut Mr. Fitzgerald's poem up a bit to serve our purpose, but you get the idea. Paradise. Everyone has his own vision of how he would want it, which is no guarantee that he'd be happy with it if he ever got it.
This is another world. Another world, Thera.
Yes.
And everything about it is different. Different. Even time.
Time?
Time. You know what time is? Very simply, time is the stuff of your life. You understand? Time is the only thing you have.
Why is my lord so frightened?
Oh. Well, you heard what Lou Bodie said just before.
The god who spoke from the magic box?
Yeah, back home, 6 days is the same as 6 months here. Do you know what that means? One of your years is about the same as one of our months. I'm 35. The Bible says I'm entitled to live to 70. Here, I would become 70 in 35 more months.
Then my lord is truly leaving?
Oh, I've got to, Thera. But there's no reason I can't come back occasionally for a short visit. To see you again. Bring in all sorts of stuff that the people need.
No. Once a god goes back, he does not return.
Oh, I would have to return to you, Thera.
Then do not leave.
I have to.
Yes, I understand.
Here, I want you to have this.
What is it?
It's my watch. Take it.
What is a watch?
It tells the time. The time of the day.
Oh, the time is captured by the watch.
You could say that.
And the watch keeps it. And we never see that time again.
You know, in a way, that's true. Oh, look, here, the tide is changing. I'll have to float on it. Goodbye.
Goodbye, my lord.
I'll be back. You'll see. I'll be back.
Henry! Bart, here, toss me that rope. Got it. Well, home is the sailor, home from the sea, and so forth. Hey, listen, pal. What kind of story you gonna tell?
Story?
Whatever you do, don't hand your boss, R.J., or your wife the line you gave me.
What line?
Well, first, you were supposed to have run into this movie company on location.
Oh, that was because I...
Sure. And then you shifted gears and claimed it was some kind of primitive tribe.
It's true.
Yeah, but you don't have to explain to me. I'm not your problem.
Problem?
R.J., your friendly neighborhood capitalist, is loaded for bear. And Dora has that quiet, resigned look that could very well foreshadow the kiss of death.
But why?
Henry, you got into that boat of yours. You took off for almost a week. 3 days of it, okay, you're covered. We had a hurricane. But what about those other 3-4 days? What did you have going for yourself?
So, R.J. is loaded for bear, huh?
I would say double-shotted.
Why?
Oh, look, we've already gone through that. You just went and took off.
Do you have any idea how much time he owes me?
Look, I'm just giving you the news.
And Dora doesn't like it either because I wasn't home, huh?
Hey, Henry.
And if I were home, would she be thrilled about it? Did she ever want to be with me? Come out on the boat? Go bowling? Watch the Red Sox?
Yeah, just simmer down, huh?
What for? Who needs this? Why should I have to put up with all this abuse?
Come on, buddy.
R.J. pounding at me, Dora whining at me.
What's gotten into you?
Who needs this? Why, I could be a god. Why'd I come back here?
Henry?
I panicked. That was my problem. I just didn't think. How long have I been gone, Bart?
A week.
There, it was 6 months.
There? Where?
Oh, what's the difference? I still got my full-time value. Every hour was still 60 minutes. Every day was still 24 hours. Every year would still be 365 days.
Henry, you're starting to scare me.
Here, look at my beard.
What beard?
I've got a 6 months beard.
Oh. All you got's a 6 days growth.
It proves I'm right. It was all relative. So why'd I come back here to all this?
How'd you like a drink?
Don't humor me.
Look,
we've always been pals, huh?
Right, pals. And I'll show you what a pal I really am. I'm going to cut you in on this. How'd you like to be a god?
Depends on the pay and the hours.
It's not a joke.
Oh, Henry.
You really have a great life here, huh? Pumping gas, doing repairs, taking all kinds of guff from everybody, working day and night. What for, Bart? What for?
It's a living.
Don't call it a living. It's a dime.
Henry.
You want to live? You come out there with me. You'll do things that mean something. You'll be appreciated. And the women.
Women?
What women? They're not spoiled. They look up to you. They can't do enough for you. Let me prove it to you.
Sure.
It can't be more than 6 miles from here, just south of Sutter's Cove.
Look, there is nothing south of Sutter's Cove.
Let's take your launch. I'll prove it. It has to be here. I know the inlet has to be right here.
I don't see it.
It was here.
Look, Henry, I've been sailing these waters all my life. I never saw any inlet south of Sutter's Cove.
Hey, I made a sighting, okay? The reef, Thatcher's Mountain over there, and this big tree. Right here, along the bank. Hey, give me the rope.
Yeah.
We'll tie up for a minute.
Well?
But it was here. I tell you, it was here.
Okay. I'm only asking. So what happened to it?
Vera? Tell the people Henry has come back. The god Henry has come back. Vera?
I don't think there's anybody around, Henry.
Look. Look. In the grass, next to the tree. It's my watch. My watch!
Yeah. It looks like it, all right.
What do you mean, looks like it? See, it has my initials on it.
Okay, Henry, I won't deny it's your watch.
I gave it to her. I gave Thera my watch. Here it is. Doesn't this prove I'm telling the truth?
Henry, it proves that you were here. You tied up to this tree. You rode out the storm.
Oh, yeah? And what did I do with the rest of the time?
Well, that's for you to tell me.
The watch. How do you account for the watch?
I'm not the one who has to account for the watch. Now, come on. Let's go back.
You know what I think, Bart? There's another world. It exists right alongside our own.
You want to untie the rope and hop on board?
Maybe it's another dimension. Maybe the violence of the storm revealed an entrance to it. But it's here.
Seeing's believing.
Oh, whether you see it or not, it's here. The land of the people. It's here. All around us. Somewhere there's a warp, or a bend, or a hole through which you can go. Through which I went. Do you understand?
It doesn't get any better, Henry.
Thera and the people. They could be standing right there, and we don't see them. And they don't see us. Bart, you've got to believe me.
I believe you. That's because we're old pals. But don't spring this on anyone else. Or they'll call for the guys in the white coats.
Dora.
Oh, it's you, R.J. Come in.
Where is he?
I don't know.
You mean he hasn't come home yet? Oh, someone noticed his boat was back at the marina.
It was?
Yes. We should have quite a confrontation.
Now, please, R.J. That job means everything to him.
He's not going to get away with this.
I realize that now. Oh, maybe if I'd have understood it before, things might have been different.
He has to be taught a lesson.
I beg you, don't fire him.
He can't fire me. I quit.
Henry! Henry!
Where were you? What's the meaning of this? I don't owe you any explanations. Why, this is...
Please, R.J. Henry doesn't look well.
And you sit down, Dora.
Now, that's no way to talk to your wife.
Henry, that's really no way to talk to your boss.
What do you mean, you quit? What are you going to do for a living? I'm not interested in doing anything for a living. I want to get rich. So I'm going to open a factory across the street from yours and put you out of business.
Yeah, why, how bold.
You think I couldn't, huh? All right, why bother? Why don't we just renegotiate my deal, R.J.?
Henry, you're not feeling well. You see, R.J., he was on the boat all week. Probably became a little delirious.
I haven't been feeling well for a long time, Dora, because I had a wife who felt I was a nobody.
Henry,
Why shouldn't she? I always acted as if I were a nobody. As for you, R.J., I made it possible for you to run your business with all that broken-down, obsolete machinery. I kept the factory going with rubber bands and sticking tape. What are you going to pay me for what I'm worth? Or we're quits.
No. Just sit down. We have to talk about this, Henry.
I don't want to talk any more today. I want to go sailing. Bart, I have to check out the wiring on my radio.
Look at you. You got fire in your eyes.
Well, why not? All of us gods are filled with fire.
Is that a fact?
I guess the fire's what makes us gods to begin with.
Uh-oh. Look who's coming down the dock. Excuse me.
I thought I'd like to go sailing with you this afternoon.
Okay.
Henry, about everything.
Look, Dora, how can a man expect his wife to have any respect for him if she sees everyone else walk all over him?
I'm sorry.
I just didn't have any confidence.
I should have realized that, Henry, and tried to help you. But I always dreamed I'd marry a man who was... Now, don't laugh. Who was like a god. Oh, I realize now I was so foolish.
Don't say that. This dream of yours, how do you know it can't come true?
Oh, I'll settle for you, Henry.
We'll, be happy?
I know we will be.
We'll be happy, Thera. We'll be very happy.
Thera?
We both had dreams. And who's to say they won't come true?
Husbands, wives. Who was it that said, if you can't get what you like, you'd better like what you get? Thera, huh? Was she really Dora all the time? Was it all his dream? How can we ever know? I shall return shortly. Is our world the only world there is? Are there others coexisting with our own? Are there ever noises we cannot account for? Disappearances we simply cannot explain? Do you ever have the feeling that someone is watching? Is there an opening between the worlds? Who knows? If there is, it might not be advisable or safe to find it. Our cast included Ralph Bell, Joan Shea, and Roy Owens. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
the CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. The difference between man and animals, said Voltaire, is that man knows he will die. Animals have bodies, brains, instincts, and desires as we do, but they do not have our fiendish comprehension that we are finite. That one day, tomorrow, or the next, this year, or the one after, in this century, or the following one, our bodies, brains, instincts, and desires will have perished. Of course, that is why we seek so desperately to convince ourselves of the truth of reincarnation, the promise of a life beyond this one, of some kind of immortality, to soften the implacable reality of death. Our mystery drama, The Intruders, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Elspeth Eric and stars Lois Nettleton. We all have minds, instincts, and desires, and we all live with the knowledge that one day they will all run down and come to a stop, and the world will spin on, oblivious and indifferent to the fact that we no longer inhabit it. So perhaps the fear that chills our blood is not so much that life will be over, as it is that we will have so wasted it as to have left no impression whatever on the world we leave behind.
I walked the last half mile or so to the house because I wanted to come to it alone. I had dreamed of it nearly every night for 7 years. The serene old house, standing under great elms and oaks, built of the mellowest old fieldstone dug out of the resisting earth that surrounded it. And now, as I walked up the path and saw the front door, painted a soft olive green, the great brass knockers shining softly, I knew that I had done the right thing. I had come home. I pushed the door open. There was the great wide entrance hall. There was the gently curving staircase with its polished mahogany balustrades leading to the floor above, where now I was certain I would find my old bedroom just as I had left it. Yes, I had done the right thing. I had come home. I started toward the staircase, anxious to see my old, my own, my so familiar room with its long windows opening onto the gardens, its four-poster bed all hung in muslin, its tiny fireplace crouching like a cat in one corner. All would say, "Welcome home, Elaine. We're glad you've come." I had one foot on the first stair when something happened. I heard whispers. Very soft whispers. So soft I couldn't distinguish the words. But one thing was unmistakable. I was not alone in my house. I had come home. But to what? Such a bother.
It's too bad. It really is too bad.
Why did it have to happen just now?
When everything was going so well.
Why did it have to happen to us?
It's really too much.
It's a shame. That's what it is. Yeah, it's a shame.
Who had taken over my house? Who had dared to move into my house? Who was intruding on my property?
We have to do something.
Don't both of you look at me. I don't know what to do.
I hope you don't think I do.
Well, you certainly don't think I do.
Now, let's not fight among ourselves.
Look, let's put our heads together and think what to do.
Yeah, we have to figure out something.
Yes.
Everything was spoiled. Strangers were in my house. 3 of them, it sounded like.
They had broken into my house, and now they were upset because I'd come back to claim it. They must have seen me coming up the path, heard me open the door, walk in. And now they were trying to decide what to do next.
She's so young.
That's not the point.
I know,
but she can't stay here.
Where can she go?
That's what we have to figure out.
She's so young and so frail. Such a little thing.
The voices were coming from the front parlor. I made up my mind. I would simply confront them. Tell them that I had come home to my own house and they must leave.
Who's going to tell her?
Well, not I. Yes, certainly not me.
You don't expect me to.
You're the logical one.
You can't make me do it. I won't.
The door to the front parlor flew open and a woman rushed out. I braced myself against the post and tried to summon my courage, to find my voice. But everything was happening so fast. The woman hurrying straight towards me, the two men after her.
You have to.
I won't.
You can't expect us to do your dirty work for you.
I won't do it.
Do you know what happened then? The woman rushed right past me and up the stairs. She took no notice of me at all. In utter astonishment, I watched her run up the stairs to the second floor. I was trembling all over. Everything was being spoiled. I'd come home, and now my home was not mine. It was filled with intruders. I turned to see what the others, the two men, were doing. The door to the front parlor had closed again. They must have gone back in. I tiptoed across the hall and put my ear to the door, and I could hear them talking.
It's up to you. Why not you?
You're the head of the house.
Not when it comes to things like this.
Oh, you mean not when it comes to whatever you don't feel like doing?
That'll be enough out of you.
I am not going to argue with you.
The door suddenly opened, and one of the men came out. He was rather young, which surprised me for some reason. About my own age, I would suppose. Handsome, with black hair and blazing eyes. I couldn't help but admire him. He strode angrily out of the room into the hall and slammed the door behind him. I watched him dash upstairs, 2 steps at a time. Perhaps to comfort the woman. Perhaps to enrage her further. Now there was only one of the intruders left. I would confront him, demand what right he had to be in my house, and order him to leave. When he had complied, then I could deal with the other two. You will leave my house at once. My voice lacked all conviction. I was embarrassed, mortified. The man, older than the other one who had just passed me in the hall, was standing at a window looking out. And it would seem, hearing nothing. For he didn't even turn his head at the sound of my voice. He simply stared, unseeing, out the window. Then his hands gripped his head. A quivering sigh turned into a deep sob. His whole great body shook, and his knees bent until they touched the floor.
Lord, help me, Lord. I cannot bear it. I cannot. Lord God in heaven, help me. Help me, or I am lost.
I stood stock still at the door. All my anger had left me. All my indignation, all my resolve to rid my house of these usurpers. I had only a huge desire to cross over to him, put my arms around his big shoulders, and draw his head to my breast. Whatever his trouble, whatever his misery, I wanted only to comfort him.
I did what I could. I did my best. Lord, you know I meant nothing but good. I never meant that things should be like this. I meant only the best. Only the best.
I felt sobs in my own throat. A sympathy I had not known for years. A love for another human overcame me. A human I did not recognize, did not know. He turned slowly and started for the door. I held out both my arms.
Forgive me. I'm sorry. So sorry. for whatever it is that I have done.
Then the most astounding thing happened. As I stepped forward to embrace him, he lifted his gaze from the floor, looked straight into my face, into my eyes, which by now were as full of tears as his own, and he said,
"Am I never to be forgiven?"
And having said those words, not to me, not to anyone, he walked to the door. The jacket of his coat brushed my dress as he walked past me to the door, which was open, went straight through into the hall, and vanished from my sight. I was alone in the parlor. Whatever I had expected my homecoming to be, it was not this. No, never this. To be the outsider in a place that belonged to me? I went upstairs. But before I reached the room that had always been mine, I passed another room. A big square room with a big double bed. And on it lay the woman. I crossed over to her. She was sleeping, but her lips moved, and I bent over to try to catch the words. Baby. 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 That was all she said. But she kept saying it. Baby. Baby. I put my ear close to her mouth to try to catch another word, but I heard only baby, repeated over and over. Then I was suddenly aware, and I felt a chill sweep through me. I was aware that from her mouth no breath escaped. Not a breath. There was no feeling of her breath upon my cheek. I ran from the room. Across the upstairs hall, the door to another room stood open. Inside, the young man with the black hair and blazing eyes was pacing up and down. I watched him for almost a minute from the doorway, but he never looked up or took any notice of me. Suddenly, he grabbed a vase of flowers from a table and dashed it to the floor. Damn! The explosion of his anger drove me away and downstairs. I ran to the back of the house, to the kitchen. There, seated at the big work table, was the man. Not crying now, not making any sound whatsoever, but staring straight ahead with eyes that were bleak and passionless. He did not move as I entered the room. His big hands lay side by side on the table, palms down. Love and pity stirred me. I moved to where he sat and put both my hands over one of his. Still, he did not move. How could he not move, I thought. And then I realized that his hand, his big hand that lay in both of mine, had no substance at all. It was as though my hands held air. I touched nothing. I held nothing. The hand, big and strong and firm as it appeared to be, was nothing. And then I knew. Certainly and surely, I knew that I had come home to find my house inhabited by ghosts.
What could be worse than coming home after a long absence to find your house occupied by 3 ghosts? Well, I'll tell you what could be worse. To find that some persons had backed up a moving van to your door and made off with all your belongings. Or to discover that a fire had burned it to the ground. That would be worse. But 3 fairly civilized, seemingly non-violent ghosts? What's so bad about that? I'll be back shortly with Act 2. heroine, Elaine, has returned to her home. The home she firmly believed to be hers, and finds it tenanted by 3 people. Or what she believed to be people, but who she has now decided must be ghosts. There is the lady ghost, whose sleeping breaths cannot be felt upon Elaine's cheek. There is a young male ghost who cannot hear Elaine's knock upon his door. And finally, there is a gentleman ghost whose hand Elaine cannot feel when she takes it in both her own.
Feeling perplexed, but strangely not in the least frightened, I went upstairs. I opened the door just as I had opened it countless times before and went in. I heard something. To my astonishment, to my infinite delight, there was a fire burning in my tiny fireplace. How could this be? Had the 3 unhappy and quarrelsome ghosts been expecting me? Was it their way of saying welcome to the owner of the house? I sat down in the Windsor rocking chair that I remembered from long ago. Why, it even creaked in the old familiar way. How sensitive my ghosts must be to know that I would be disappointed if anything had changed, if my rocker did not still give off its well-remembered, its well-beloved little squeak. So, borne gently and sweetly into my own past, lulled by the creaking of the rocker and crackling of the fire, I drifted off to sleep. I woke up feeling much refreshed. I washed my face a little, brushed my hair, and went downstairs. I wanted to go back to the kitchen where I'd left the elderly gentleman, my favorite, I must confess, of the 3 ghosts, though I felt pity for the woman and an odd attraction to the young man. This time, the old gentleman was not alone at the kitchen table. All 3 were there. The boy still looked angry, the woman still anxious and unhappy. Only the older man seemed to have composed himself.
Now, I've heated up what's left of the lamb stew we had last night, and I want you all to eat some.
Oh, I can't, Frederick.
Neither can I. I want no nonsense from either of you. We have decisions to make, and we are not going to make them on an empty stomach.
Well,
there's some for you, Elizabeth. Now, eat it all, and, Fred, some for you. Now, come on, dig in, and some for me. Oh, and there's milk in that pitcher, so help yourselves.
As they started to eat the stew and drink the milk, I found that I was hungry, too. It had been hours since I'd eaten. There was a 4th chair at the table. What harm could it do if I sat down with them? It would be cozy. It would be nice. And there was always the chance that one or more of them would notice me, speak to me, make friends with me. I picked up the old bent wood chair, sat in it, and inched it towards the table. No one looked up. They kept right on eating.
Seems I was hungry after all.
Of course you were.
Didn't think I'd ever want to eat again. Not after this morning.
that was dreadful.
I don't think she even knew who I was.
Well, the main trouble is this house.
Yes, the house.
She loves it.
Too much.
Yes, too much.
What were they talking about? This house. That must mean this very house in which we were all sitting. My house. My very own cherished house. And what did they mean? I loved it too much. And that was the trouble. Is that what they were saying? Oh, really? My temper flared a little. After all, I was mistress of the house. They were simply guests, and uninvited ones at that. I was the owner of the house. Meanwhile, I was hungry, and no one was offering me anything. The lady ghost had not even touched her stew. I picked up her spoon and dipped into her bowl. Delicious. Oh, I couldn't think when anything had tasted so good. I picked up the pitcher of milk, since I had no glass, and took a hearty gulp. Life was going to be pleasant if my ghosts kept cooking and cleaning for me. And there was always the possibility that one day they would see me as I saw them, and we would talk together, touch one another, be a close, if slightly peculiar little family. I watched them finish their luncheon. I had volunteered a few remarks during the meal, and no one had paid the slightest attention. It was clear that I had not yet found the way to communicate with ghosts.
I'll clear the table.
I'll help.
No, let Fritz do it.
Well, all right, Fritz.
Okay.
See there now, Mother? You did have an appetite after all. You ate a whole bowl of lamb stew.
I hardly touched it.
Seeing's believing.
Well, I didn't know I was doing it, I swear.
I could hardly hold back a giggle. The lady didn't know I had eaten all her stew. How long, I thought, will I have to go on sneaking food from their plates? How long before they would notice it? How long before they would notice me?
Fritz, will you wash up?
Oh, sure.
I want to go out and pick the last of the roses.
I'll come with you.
Oh, good.
Those two must be husband and wife, I thought, as I watched them go out the back door, hand in hand, walking a little wearily, leaning each one a little on the other for support. I lingered on in the warm, bright kitchen, watching the handsome boy ghost at the sink. I wanted to touch his wavy black hair where it curled down the nape of his neck. I wanted to kiss the long-fingered hands that held the dishes under the running water, scrubbed and then dried them and put them away. But I soon tired of watching his brooding face, and I remembered the elderly couple who were by now wandering among the roses. My roses. There had been vases of them in every room of the house. It had been a vase of roses that this grim young man had dashed to the floor. I would go out and see my roses again. There they were. She with a basket over her arm. He with a pair of clippers carefully snipping off the roses. The pink, the yellow, the white, and placing them in the basket she held. I fairly danced up to them. I felt I loved them so. Surely in this garden spot they would see me and know me. But they simply talked quietly to each other.
The yellow ones are almost finished.
Yes, and the white.
The yellow are my favorites.
Well, we'll put in more next year.
We always do that. But what for?
One never knows.
You may be right. Oh!
What? Hurt yourself?
Just a thorn.
Oh, well, you should be more careful.
Andy went on cutting the flowers and putting them in her basket. She put her injured finger in her mouth for a second or two, then went on arranging the roses. The pinks together, the whites together, the yellow.
Oh!
What now?
I did it again.
Oh, really, Elizabeth?
This time she held out her finger for him to look at. I looked too, and what I saw bewildered me more than anything that had gone before. From her finger, which she held up to him as piteously as a puppy with an injured paw, from her finger fell drop after drop of crimson blood. Blood. My ghosts could bleed.
I told you to be careful.
I know you did. I just wasn't thinking. It's hard.
I know, my dear, I know. But I don't want you hurting yourself.
How can I be hurt any more than I've already been hurt? Tell me that.
Well, I hurt too, you know.
I do know. We've all been hurt. We're all bleeding.
Yes. Well, let's go back. We have enough roses.
I followed them as he tenderly shepherded her toward the house, stopping now and then to comfort her and dry her eyes. What was troubling my ghosts? What was the deep unhappiness that depressed them? I ached with sympathy for my newly adopted family.
The doctor's here.
The doctor?
Mm-hmm. He wants to talk to you both.
Is it good news, or...
He wouldn't tell me. He wants to discuss something with you.
What?
A possibility, he said.
What possibility? A possibility of what?
He wouldn't tell. He wants to talk to you.
We all went into the house, through the kitchen, into the front parlor where sat a strange man. Small, undistinguished, with gray hair, parchment skin, and the bluest eyes I'd ever seen. Pale blue they were, but penetrating, bright, and somehow kind.
I'm glad I found you in. You have news for us, Doctor.
And in a way, I have. She was asking for you this morning.
For me?
Did she...
She asked for all of you.
By name? Did she seem to remember...
Not everything, no.
But enough. Enough
to give you hope? Well, I should think so.
Oh, Doctor.
She seemed concerned about 3 of you. I must say it was a happy thing for me to hear. When I saw her early this morning and she asked about all of you, spent some extra time with her. I asked her if she'd like to come home.
Come home?
Could she?
That would be wonderful.
Well, I had to talk to you about it first, of course.
But if she's well enough...
But she's better. She's improved.
Then why not?
I want you to talk it over between yourselves.
There's nothing to talk over. What are we waiting for? Let's go get it.
Not so fast. I insist that you sleep on it. Then in the morning, if you're all agreed, come see her at the sanitarium. If all of you are like-minded, you can bring her home.
Oh.
Now, I think perhaps we're taking chances, but then, we never chance anything. We never gain anything. Am I right?
Was the doctor a ghost as well? Frankly, I couldn't make him out at all. That bit of homely philosophy, life is full of risks, but we must risk something to gain something, that didn't sound much like a ghost to me. To a ghost, after all, life is, what is it? Something they've lost? Or is it something they found? Or is it something in between? Our heroine at the end of Act 2 had made some slight progress toward establishing herself as mistress in her own house. She had met the 3 ghosts who dwelt there, though clearly they had not met her, being apparently quite oblivious of her presence. Still, she had developed real feeling for them, no matter how they ignored her. She had touched them, though they did not react. She had even sat down to luncheon with them.
Now at last I knew what was troubling my 3 sweet ghosts. Someone they all loved, a woman, a girl, was very ill. And now they were going to bring this invalid home to my house. Perhaps they had chosen my house so that she would have a particularly lovely place to come to after the sterility of the hospital. When I went to my pale blue room that night, there were fresh yellow roses in a white vase next to my bed. And surprise of surprises, my bed had been turned down. The blue and white coverlet had been neatly folded across the foot of the bed. The pillow in its embroidered slip had been plumped up at the head, and the turned-down corner revealed the loveliest of linen sheets. I laughed aloud in my great joy. My new family was about to be complete, and all of us would be very, very happy together. In the morning, I came downstairs to find them chattering excitedly.
Fritz, we've decided you should not stay here.
Why?
Because 3 of us, might be too much company for her.
You know how she's behaved those other times.
Oh, but Frederick, this time will be different.
Remember what the doctor said. It's only a chance.
That's more than we've had before.
All right, all right.
Fritz, you go over the whole house, and if you see anything at all, any bit of dust or piece of scrap, everything must be absolutely perfect. And be sure there's food in the icebox and plenty of soft drinks.
Fritz will take care of everything. Everything. Now, don't excite yourself.
How can I help it? My baby is coming home.
So it was her baby. The day before, when I had bent over her, she lay sleeping in the bed, and had heard her whisper in her sleep over and over again the word baby. It was her child who was ill, who had been taken away from her, kept away for so long. Not a baby anymore, I suspected, but a girl. How big? How old? Would she be pretty? The older man brought a car around to the front door. He left it for a minute to go inside to get his wife, and that gave me just enough time to clamber into the back seat and scrunch myself way down on the floor. That way they would never see me. For I was becoming more and more certain that the time was very near when they would see me, when I would introduce myself properly and offer to share my house with them forever. But not just yet. We must all wait till the family was complete, till the one I'd never seen had been brought back from the sanitarium, till she was settled in, felt comfortable. Then they would begin to see me, hear me, touch me, love me. It was only a short drive to the sanitarium.
Tomorrow, she and I will go shopping for clothes.
That's too soon.
Well, next week, then.
Now, listen, we must be patient. Very gradual about this whole thing.
I know. But let me dream.
Dream away, darling. Dream away.
I felt the car make a turn off the road to the right. Only then did I get up off the floor and look out the window. There stood a great white house. Pretty enough, though not nearly so handsome as mine. The couple got out and hurried up the broad marble steps and went inside. I slipped in with them before the door closed. The doctor I had seen at my house the day before came out of a room, greeted the man and his wife, and took them back with him into the same room. Once again, I managed to slip in before the door closed. I hid myself behind a chair.
Please, sit down, both of you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, now...
How is she, Doctor?
Yes, how is she this morning? Still improved?
Well, I'm not sure.
How can you be not sure? You talked to her.
She still wants to come home.
We have everything ready for her.
Does she want to?
Oh, yes, she still wants to come home more than before.
Well, then.
Well, wait. Doctor, there's more, isn't there?
Yes, there's more.
Well, tell us.
Well, she's anxious to come home, very anxious, but her attitude toward all of you...
Yes. You said yesterday she was concerned for us.
That's changed?
Yes, sir, it's changed. Changed back.
What?
Back to what it was.
To what it was when she first came here.
Oh, no.
Can't be that she...
She hates us. She wants to kill us. Oh, no.
Now, love and hate live together. You understand that, don't you? They live side by side in every human being. There is never just love, never just hate. Now, we have a glib-sounding word for it. Ambivalent sounds so impersonal, so technical. But believe me, its substance is anything but impersonal. It is a state of being that rips us apart every moment of our lives. It is the condition that brings great joy and great sorrow. A condition that rules us, confuses us, threatens to destroy us. It is, to put it briefly, it is the human condition.
But what does all this mean?
It means that Elaine is capable of loving you very greatly and hating you just as much. You see, there is an imbalance in her, so she rocks from one side to the other, unable to regulate her feelings. Now, if she goes home with you, you must bear this in mind.
If she comes home with us.
I wasn't paying much attention to what anybody said, especially the doctor, whose talk I didn't understand at all. Crouched as I was behind the chair, I simply wanted the whole thing to be over with, for them to be united with their darling girl and bring her back to my beautiful home so that we could start being a family.
Yes? What's that? Oh, I understand. How long ago? Well, no, that's not too bad. No, I'll hold everything. I'll be right out. Excuse me, will you?
Of course, Doctor.
Was that call... Did it have to do with Elaine?
Yes, she's wandered off somewhere. They're looking... No, they're looking for her now. Don't worry. She's still on the grounds. I'll be right back.
I was beginning to get impatient. I was exhausted by my efforts to become part of their lives, to make them realize who I was and what I was and how important they were to me and how important I must become to them. I went up to them. I put my head in his lap. I took one of her hands in mine, and I kissed it over and over. Then the door opened.
Doctor?
What is it?
I hardly know how to tell you this.
What is it?
Your daughter is dead.
No!
Dead? She drowned herself. There's a little pool on the property. It's not deep. She must have drowned herself purposely. I can't think how she managed it.
She's dead.
I'm so very sorry.
Oh.
Then I knew. The two who were still sitting there were not ghosts at all. They were people. Flesh and blood people. Real people. Very real now in their grief. They had come all this way to fetch their daughter home, and she was dead. She had drowned herself in a little pool. I looked at my hands. There was water on my hands. And my hair was drenched in water.
So very sorry. I wish there was something.
There's nothing, Doctor.
It happens sometimes when a patient feels the beginnings of his own recovery. Starts to feel afraid of what may lie ahead.
Yes, I suppose.
We see it rather often. It's hard to be sane. And they know it.
We'll go home now, Doctor. You'll let us know when to come back and get her and take her home.
The doctor nodded his head, and the two people left. Slowly, walking slowly, out to the car, getting into the car and closing the door. I hardly knew what to do. In what relationship did we stand now? If they were living people, what was I? Clearly, I had been confused in my analysis of the whole situation. They were real people, and I was nothing more than a ghost. I still loved them, and I could not desert them. I slipped back through a back window and crouched down on the floor. They didn't say a word to each other all the way home. I had no idea what I was to do next. The boy I had thought to be a ghost and now knew was as real as the other two came out to meet them. And my heart was wrung with pity when I saw the look on his face. He had expected her to get out of the car, not just them. And I wanted to run to him and say, but I'm here. You see, I'm right here. I'm really here. Only, of course, I couldn't do that. Because I was only a ghost. I've lived here for a whole year now. The house stays the same. I sleep every night in my pale blue room. Every night the bed is turned down, and I crawl between the pretty sheets. The next day it is made up again. This summer the roses were more beautiful than ever. I would go out to the rose garden every morning at daybreak and pick a yellow one and put it at her place at the breakfast table. She thinks he does it, and he lets her think so. Just this morning, I left a particularly beautiful one.
Oh, Frederick, you've done it again. My yellow rose.
Oh, that.
I don't know how you manage. I never hear you sneak out.
Well, you're always asleep.
She loved them so. The yellow roses.
Yes, I know.
Frederick.
Yes, love.
Do you feel sometimes that she's here in this house with us?
Many times.
So do I.
I'm staying on. The boy has gone away to school, and they really need me.
Everyone needs a ghost. No matter how busy our lives, how interesting our pleasures, there are depths of loneliness that neither work nor pleasure can plumb. A little core of ourselves that needs someone to talk to or simply to be with. Who can fill this need better than an understanding ghost? I'll be back shortly. Yes, the more I think about it, the more certain I am that each of us not only needs a ghost, but has a ghost. We cannot see it or touch it or hear it, but it is there, and it keeps us company when there is no one else. A ghost, perhaps, is no more than a memory of someone once well loved. Our cast included Lois Nettleton, Carmen Matthews, Fred Gwynn, and Russell Horton. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
This is KIXI, AM and FM, Seattle. It's 11 o'clock.
CBS News. In Lebanon, the leader of one of the factions in the bloody civil war has rejected demands from Syria for another ceasefire. This is Doug Poling reporting on the CBS radio network. Kamal Junblat, who heads an alliance of left-wing groups in Lebanon, turned down the Syrian peace bid, saying he will only order his guns silent when Christian President Frangia resigns. Junblat also denounced UN initiatives, including a call by Secretary General Kurt Waldheim for a Security Council session on Lebanon. The United States Tuesday night dispatched veteran diplomat Eldine Brown to Beirut to stand by as a possible mediator to end the fighting. More news in a moment. Republican presidential candidate Ronald Reagan will be on the air Wednesday night with a nationwide paid political broadcast. Reagan explained why he considers the TV speech important to his campaign.
I just think that it's time you go out on the campaign trail. For a long time, I've been aware of the fact that when you're out there, you travel, as you who are with us know, all day long. You stop at many places. You get to meet a lot of people, and you talk to a lot of people. But in proportion to the number of people that you have to reach, you can't do it in person. And I just have been feeling frustrated that you're not getting the message to enough people.
Reagan spoke to reporters in Los Angeles. He declined to give any advance details on what will be in his speech, which he tape-recorded on Tuesday. A congressional panel has started looking into charges that the Soviet secret police is harassing Soviet nationals in the United States. Connie Chung has a report.
Luba Markish told the Senate subcommittee that when she was a student at Moscow University, she was used as a human guinea pig in an experiment with a highly toxic chemical. She says she was hospitalized but was refused medical treatment unless she signed a release absolving the university of responsibility for the chemical burns on her face, hands, and lungs. She did not sign the statement and was close to death before doctors finally treated her. Mrs. Markish then came to the United States, where she planned to publish a book about her experience, and that's when she began receiving anonymous phone calls and death threats. Mrs. Markish says there is no doubt in her mind where the harassment was coming from.
My opinion is that all these things have happened to me because of the activity of KGB in America.
Mrs. Markish said a person she believes was representing the KGB offered her $500,000 not to publish her book, but she refused. Connie Chung, CBS News, Washington.
Congressman F. Edward Hebert of Louisiana, the fourth-ranking House member in terms of seniority, announced Tuesday night he will not seek re-election this year. The 74-year-old Hebert, who has served 35 years in Congress, is a former chairman of the House Armed Services Committee. The Senate and House Budget Committees have agreed to give President Ford most of what he asked for in defense spending. The lawmakers voted less than $2 billion in cuts in the president's revised request of $113.3 billion. Senate and House conferees have agreed on a foreign aid bill, a military aid bill totaling nearly $4 billion. About half of that is earmarked for Israel. And the House has passed and sent to the Senate a bill that would allow government employees to participate in partisan political activities. Argentina's new president spoke to his nation Tuesday night. General Jorge Videla, who led the coup ousting President Isabel Perón, appealed for understanding and patience while his military government reorganizes the country. The junta on Tuesday also froze the bank accounts of Mrs. Perón and 70 prominent parents. This is Doug Poling, CBS News.
The time, 6 minutes past 11 at KIXI.